Coming to you from the heart of Kingsville, Maryland.
A place where the beer flows like wine.
Deep inside the torture chambers of producer Mike. Big Timing Comedy presents Paco's Got Balls, featuring the founders and pioneers of big timing comedy, Stefan Subatic.
I'm your Huckleberry.
And Eric Joliger.
100 push-ups in 20 minutes!
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
I don't want to jerk the wheel and the goddamn bridge in London.
Oh, there it was.
God.
Thumbs up.
I'm so excited right now, dude.
The
So
thumbs
excited.
up from producer Mike.
I've been waiting for that thumbs up now for like 3 fucking weeks, dude.
I know it's been a long,
Way too long.
hard, cold couple of weeks.
It has, and the listeners, we've built quite a little following, man. People are really chiming in, and they're clamoring for us, man. They love it.
People want what the people. Let's give it to them,
Oh,
balls.
let's giving it to him.
Deep. Giving it to them deep. Kill my music, Mike.
Mike on the mic.
He's gonna turn it up.
Oh, you son of a bitch! I like it. That's what he gets for being late. Don't listen to any commands that he gives tonight. So yeah, we're starting a little late tonight because Stefan
It's raining.
is late.
Can't rain all the time. You know what movie that's from? It can't rain all the
I should
time.
know that, but I'm not. It's not coming to me.
Mike?
Here's the next T-shirt.
Yeah. That could be the next movie quote madness. Do you have one tonight?
I do. Well, of course, I'm prepared.
Of course you are. You're a project manager. Eric
He also
Joliger.
showed up way early.
Yeah.
I show up on time, which
You
if you're on time, you're late.
But you seem like the kind of guy who's on time.
Most of the time, I am.
Yeah.
But there's times like work, I'm late.
I'm on time over 50% of the time every time.
All right.
Anyway, it's great to be back on the couch. We've got a guest tonight.
We do, but we're not there yet.
We
We got to give our plugs and sponsors first. We're not going to give
Sorry,
them.
Tom.
Sorry,
Tom.
We've got people that have paid us.
No,
good,
don't
good
talk,
money.
Don't talk yet.
You're not allowed to talk yet.
Don't talk yet.
Mike, turn his mic off.
Turn his mic off, Mike.
This is bullshit.
Too many mics on a mic.
We'll get to you. But no, sponsorships. The UPS store in Canton Crossing Shopping Center. Again, they fulfill any of your needs as far as print work.
Who's the doctor from the other night?
Dr. Hughes.
Dr. Hughes.
Yeah.
From Kissling's.
Oh, you gave him a razzling.
Dr. Hughes wanted to wring my neck, and I said, "That's all I wanted, Dr. Hughes." I kept peppering him.
He's
to
a
try to
chiropractor.
Yeah,
for
he's a
those of you.
chiropractor.
And yeah. So, anyways, his kids it's Emily and Joe. His young offspring have opened the UPS store in Canton Crossing, and they do fantastic print work, fantastic friendly service, and that's where we have all of our flyers printed. Man, they do a great job.
That's great.
I love it going in there. It's always fun. I talk to Joe.
Love their paper.
Yes, they have great paper. So, yeah, if you ever go in there, just mention that you heard about us on the podcast. I don't know, maybe they'll give you a little bit of a discount or something, you know.
Will they or won't they?
They will. Little tickle behind the ear or, whatnot.
Who the fuck wants that?
I mean, I would like that.
A tickle behind the ear?
Our guest would like that. He's raising his hand, and he's right next to you. All right.
Did you just pull out a whatnot?
I did.
It's a little early for the whatnots.
Sorry. I'll hold those till later. But no, thanks to that sponsorship, we were able to buy ourselves a nice, shiny new microphone to add to the quality of our show, just for your listening enjoyment.
Who got the new microphone, Eric?
Mike and I double-teamed that.
Yep.
He pointed me in the direction of what I needed, and I ordered it up on the eBay.
Nice.
So it was
Thanks,
fun.
eBay.
And it came from the same place as all the rest.
Did it? All right.
It did.
Rick's Microphone World in Iowa, in downtown
Downtown
beautiful
Iowa.
downtown Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines, Iowa.
Boom.
But speaking of being able to improve the show, reminder for everybody to go to our Podbean site, and you can become a patron. And you can basically contribute up to as minimum as $1 up to $100. And that'll allow you to win some pretty cool prizes. They're all listed on there. You could even become a guest on our show.
How much did Tom pay to get on the show?
He paid in blowjobs.
Excellent. Excellent. Why'd you say plural? Did you guys both get one and I didn't?
I got multiples.
Oh,
Serves you right for not showing up on time.
That's what it was.
That's what happens when you're late, my friend.
You guys were getting. Oh.
See his jaw. He's rubbing his jaw. He's worn out.
Can detach his jaw like a snake.
Yep. And then the last plug I got to throw out there is Nectar Sunglasses. If you go to nectarsunglasses.com, which we love ours, we wear them after those long, hard road trips of doing comedy shows, and they cut that sunlight like a knife.
Like a knife.
Like a knife.
Like a fucking knife through butter.
Mm-hmm. At checkout, use the code COMEDY, and you'll get a whole whopping 25% off your order, which is a killer deal.
If sunglasses were $25, how much would that be, Eric?
Damn, that's quizzing me. What's that, like $4?
I don't know. You guys, sure. Ring the bell, Mike.
It's right around $4 and some change.
Oh, Mike doesn't have the bell tonight. Look, he's rubbing his chin. Oh, he has the bell. I love the bell.
Speaking of patrons, we're drinking Patron Silver this evening.
Going with the
It is
classic.
Delicious.
Yeah, it's smooth.
The fucking box it comes in is goddamn ridiculous.
It's a green box, isn't it?
Green box, and it's completely unnecessary. They could have dropped $5 off the price of the bottle if they just got rid of that box.
Got rid of the box. Yeah, the box is pointless.
It's absolutely pointless.
Just classies it up a bit more.
It's Patron. Let it speak for itself.
Let it speak.
Let it speak.
Let the Patron speak to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. We can get to our guests now. We'll start the show. Let's start
Can
the
I
actual
talk yet?
show.
No. We haven't introduced you yet.
You really fucking suck at this.
Yeah. It's been twice that I've told you now that you're not to speak.
And I told you before the show. Speak when spoken to.
Am I? Oh, now I can hear myself.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
All right, that's enough, Tom. That's enough. That's enough. Kill his mic. Kill his mic, please.
I'm gonna leave now.
Tom, we told you could be on the show. We didn't tell you could speak.
I'm just here for the blowjobs. Thank you.
The punch and pie.
I'd like to introduce our guest, Mr. Tom Boyle. Mr. Tom Boyle and I are dear old friends. Tom, one of my oldest friends.
But he also won the contest, which was the most listens on our
He was late in the old days, too, wasn't he?
The latest episode.
It's because I've been listening live every night.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Or every other Tuesday.
When we're live.
In my room.
Yes.
Tom
with Peanut.
Bullshit.
Tom and I have known each other since high school. I've known Tom a long
I'm
long
really
time.
sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's one of my childhood friends. Got a big old dick on him, too.
That's right.
Fucking hung like a horse. We've been in a few locker rooms together, and by locker rooms, I mean dorm rooms, places like that. We were college roommates, Tom and I. Eric?
I know, you've told me that.
Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
Tom and I went to West Virginia University together.
Where greatness is learned.
Where greatness is
Where
learned.
greatness is learned.
I see that you both have a full set of teeth, so...
Well,
Yeah.
almost. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Tom's got a big old dick on him.
Like
Big-
a horse.
Big old fucking hammer. He used to feed that. Anyway, he asked me not to...
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
Hey, Eric, we'll circle back to talk about some of our
We'll
more
come back around. I've
stories.
got a little bit of a college segment.
Yeah.
We'll kind of razzle
Yeah.
dazzle, throw some college stories back and forth. I
Yeah.
got a couple doozies I think y'all might appreciate too. From Iowa, out in Iowa.
Tom and I's got some.
We don't give a fuck about Iowa.
Yeah, we got some war stories.
Wait, y'all are we're Big Ten, aren't you?
Big 12 now.
Oh. Oh.
Big 12's what we called Tom. Big old.
Sorry.
Big 12 millimeters.
He was Big 10 in high school, but he was Big 12 in college.
Well, I mean,
that's because there was no girls to
grow
prove
a
it
little
wrong.
bit. You grow a little bit in college. You grow a little.
Tom, you're like 6'7".
You're a monster. He steps into the house and
Yeah.
Mike goes, "God damn, he's tall."
Yeah, Tom's built like a bird.
I thought he was going to hit his head on the door.
Tom's built like a goddamn bird.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people that I actually have to look up at.
Yeah.
He's,
What are you, Tom? About 7'2"?
8. About 8.
About
7 foot. 7 foot 8.
7'8"?
Yeah.
So you're like Manute Bowl tall?
Yeah. Yeah. Look at my knees.
That's what I was looking at when he walked in.
Straight from Africa.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the first things I always notice about you, Tom, is just how big your dick is. So it's great to see that it's still...
I've been trying to wear baggier pants.
Why? Why not?
I don't want to be gawked at.
No, I mean, think about this. Like a girl with
you love the
girl
attention.
with a nice set of breasts. I shouldn't say tits.
Yeah,
Clean it up.
You can't say tits.
Girl with a nice
2006.
girl with a nice set of breasts wears a shirt.
We're paying extra. You can say tits.
Good, tits. She wears a shirt with cleavage, right? Because she's accentuating what God gave her. So, Tom, I feel like you're almost doing the world a disservice if you're going to wear baggy pants.
It's like slapping God in the face.
Yeah, I'd wear leggings.
With your dick.
I'd wear leggings if I were you, everywhere, and just
Yoga
yeah.
Triathlon
Hey,
shorts.
Dude, triathlon onesies or unitards are friggin' comfortable.
Little ball cleave, you know.
If I could wear that to work and get away with it, I'd do it.
sea
You
snake,
should try it.
big old sea snake.
I would be asked to go home real fast.
Yeah. So I hope my mom's listening. Hey, Mom, how are you?
Hey,
Hi.
Lori, how
Hey.
you doing?
Do your parents listen?
Sorry about that time in your basement.
My mom's like, I tried to listen to your show, and I couldn't. I don't think I could get into it. And I said, that's all right, Mom. You're not really the target audience.
That's great. She tried. A for effort. A for effort.
Yeah, I think when we talked about locking a girl in a woodshed, she probably dipped out.
Lori would.
I don't. That's
Sorry,
not for
Mom.
me. That's not for me. You guys are good.
You guys do the rape.
I
So,
bet your friends love it. I bet they love it. Tom probably loves it with his big dick.
She didn't say that.
I hope
God,
not. I
that
don't want to
would be
answer to Sonny
weird.
Sabotage.
Is it going to be
Jesus
weird when you
Christ.
go over there now?
Oh,
'Cause he said that?
well, it's always weird when Sonny answers the door, shirtless,
With his
eight-
gold-
eight gold chains,
all
and
buried in
asks
that
if he can
fucking
bench
chest
press
hair.
you before the party starts. So.
Hey, you mind if I bench press you real quick?
I'm going to show you my sports memorabilia and bench press you.
Yes, sir. Just don't kill me.
Love
Yeah.
you, Dad.
I love you. You're great.
Love you, Dad.
All right. So I've been noticing the Mattress Warehouse commercial has been ramping up again. Has everybody else been noticing that?
I've never seen it live.
Are you shitting
I've
me?
never seen it live.
I've seen it at least a dozen times live. It was on just before Sunday or Monday Night Football.
Yeah, it's on
last
Sunday
week.
Night Football a lot. I
Like,
see there.
and it's crazy. And I'm starting to show it to people.
Is it the new one?
Not yet.
Okay.
I still need to talk to him about that one. And I think that Mattress Warehouse is holding off for some odd reason.
I think they're just still getting a ton of play with the other one. It seems.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. No, it's great. Yeah, baby.
Is that
Who was that?
It's Tommy Simbazo.
Simbazo's like they gave him like one
yeah,
line.
yeah,
It was like,
baby.
yeah, baby.
And they
pretty
milked
good.
him. They milked him for that too.
Yeah. Tommy, we're gonna have him on the show next week. I'll save.
Yeah,
some
he's
of the
on next
story.
week.
But he has. We'll talk to him. I'm gonna tell you now. We'll talk to him about it. But he had this one part. It was super fucking funny. There's like a bunch of outtakes, but it was way too creepy. He had like these hot dogs in his pocket.
Oh, it was
and he was that
awesome.
character. And he's like, "We've even got hot dogs for the kids."
He, like, pulls
and he
out-
like pulled it out of his pocket and like flippy flopped it and then like threw it. And they were just like, some of the people on set were like, "Why does he have hot dogs? What's?" They just didn't get it.
I was dying because they're like, quiet on the set. I had to completely leave the room.
It was ultra creepy, but it was funny as fuck.
It was even better when he flung it and it hit the floor and like bounced. And then they went for the next scene and he was like, he dropped his character. He's like, can somebody give me my hot dog? And like the assistant producer walked over and he's just like, I can't believe this is my life right now. It's
like a hot dog covered in fucking feathers. Shit. Covered in down feathers.
great stories. But have you found any newfound fame from this commercial? Are you getting noticed on the street?
Yeah, I get I get people.
There's
coming
that
up
guy
Hey, money man, do this thing, do the suit, mate, run with the suit.
with the choo-choo train.
I seriously was at work talking to somebody who helps me on one of my projects, and he already knew about the commercial because I told him about it. He's like really into the comedy thing. Bob, I'll give him a shout out. And he's like, yeah, I heard my kids, my two boys were in the living room just dying laughing. And I went in there to see what was going on. They're like, hey, Dad, you got to see this. And they're in there imitating Stefan doing the like choo-choo train thing with his arms. And they're like, this is great. And he's like, they were replaying it over and over and over again. And I was like, and you didn't tell them anything about knowing? He's like, they're like 8 and 10. They don't get any of that. So it was all found on their own. So we're hitting the demographic.
8 to 10-year-old
8 to 10-year-olds, yeah. Well, they grow up so quick. So
They do.
I do. It's all for the kids.
Yeah.
It's all for the kids. That's
Really
what I
is.
always say. It's all for the kids.
It really is. So if there are any listeners outside of the Mid-Atlantic and you haven't
There are.
already seen, we got somebody in Russia listening, boy.
Russia.
Shvetsy Dokadov. is his name.
I can show you the stats.
He has AK-47. Drink vodka. Let us sit and drink vodka and talk. Yes?
Hear that, Andy? We're talking about you.
Perhaps
big
we
guy.
could sit down and talk, Andy. We could have a vodka, eat potatoes, eat a lot of potatoes. I love potatoes. Potato soup, potato sandwiches, anything with a potato.
We'll switch over from tequila just for
vodkas?
for vodkas.
For vodkas.
Vodkas.
Svedka.
So yeah, so that's the comedy or the commercial bit.
Yeah, it's going well. It's getting some play.
Love it.
Never.
Love it.
I get a lot of people at work that just walk up to my desk and just want me to do it for them, and I tell them to fuck
Do
off.
what?
I'm busy.
Tell me a joke.
Tell me a joke,
Tell
funny
me a
man.
joke.
Doesn't work. It doesn't work that way.
Say,
What
give
am
me
I-
$20, huh?
What am I funny
fucking
like
pro.
a clown?
I'm a fucking
Am I
pro.
fucking clown funny to you?
What am I, clown? I'm here for your amusement. What am I, a fucking clown? Huh? Hey, Ace, where's the fucking tough guy that told my friend to shove this pen up his ass?
Good stuff. So
It's good stuff.
you want to talk a little Urban Dictionary?
Go.
So I was hanging out drinking with my brother-in-law and my other neighbor, and we were watching. I don't know how it came on. It was like the washed up. Is it WWE? You're the wrestling person right
Yeah.
now. What's the current
WWE?
WWE? So it was in Japan though, and it was like the WWE in Japan.
You sure it wasn't New Japan Pro Wrestling?
I think that's what it was.
There's a differently. Was it all
Dude.
Was it all Japanese guys?
No, well, it was, except the one dude was American, you could tell, and I'm like, this guy did not cut it in the WWE.
Yeah, it's probably New Japan Pro Wrestling. They ship guys over there.
In the audience, it was mesmerizing. I'm like, this is so awful, but I could not. Oh, we were at a bar and we were like watching it, and the bartenders were all just like staring at it, and there was this funny move that the dude did, and it looked like he was like jerking the dude off, like he was like
Hell
pulling
yeah.
he like
Hell
took
yeah.
his arm, and
I
it
like
looked
that.
like he was jerking himself off with the other guy's
What
arm.
move is this?
And we called it the
It's a good
Hiroshi.
one.
The Hiroshi.
The Hiroshi.
And we thought it'd be a good Urban Dictionary where it's when you jerk someone off with someone else's hand.
Ooh.
Dutch rudder.
Yeah, that's
Is
true.
that
No,
what
that's
that
their
is?
hand. That's their
Yeah,
hand.
no, it's someone else's hand.
Yeah, not your hand and not my hand, but let's say I use Eric's
Our
hand to
hand.
jerk you off.
Yes.
Eric's hand to jerk me off.
So
Yeah.
if I used Eric's hand to jerk off your big dick, then that would be a Hiroshi.
I'd have to touch that veiny ass thing.
That would be Hiroshi. I like New Japan Pro Wrestling. They always do like like an interview with the wrestlers afterwards, and they subtitle it, and it's like super dramatic and like, and it's always like, I had courage. He fought like a lion. It's fucking retarded.
Dude, it was insane.
Well, you shouldn't say retarded.
It was insane. It was one of the
shouldn't say
longest. I think the one fight
You're right.
lasted 30. It was like 32 minutes.
Man, that's epic. That's
It went on and on, and it wasn't even the last fight. There was another fight after it. I was like, holy shit, this is awful.
That's 4 times longer than any of Brock Lesnar's last 4 fights in WWE. He's just like he's just a paid
So
hitman.
do
Oh my
you
God.
really still follow wrestling?
Little bit.
I was.
How the fuck old are you?
I'm 32. I'll pop it
Going
on
on
say
12.
Monday night. It makes me feel nostalgic. I keep up with it. I don't really watch it religiously.
I'm glad you do though, because it really it added to this segment.
Yeah.
Because you were able to really hone in on the things that I was missing.
Dutch
on.
rudder.
Love
and-
it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so you hear that, Sean and Bill, the Hiroshi. We've officially stamped that. We've got it. I know you guys were really wanting that to happen.
What's
so.
our other one? Can you look up our other one? The one that donkey sauce?
We can talk about that. I don't have it on there yet because for some reason it wasn't letting me post
Do you have
it.
it listed somewhere?
I do.
Well, maybe
Donkey
after the
sauce.
break. After the break. It's going to take you too long to find it.
Well, it might not though. Can you fill for a second?
Can I fill for a second? Tom, let's talk about the Ravens.
Let's
game.
talk about the Ravens.
Let's talk about the Ravens game. Looked like Joe Flacco may have turned a corner for the season.
I wouldn't call it turning a corner. I mean,
It's December.
it's one game.
Yeah.
You know, you have good games, you have bad
Yes.
games. You
Are you calling for his head like a lot of fans are? Some people think
Never
that
have
we need to
been.
move on.
No, not
Okay,
at all.
good.
No, and everybody talking about John Harbaugh. After 4 or 5 games of the season,
Right.
we need to get rid of Harbaugh. Like, everybody relax.
We're winning.
Just chill out.
Yeah, we're winning.
I
He's a
mean,
leader of men.
If he had 2-3 losing seasons in a row,
Right.
Okay, it's the NFL. At some point you have to cut your losses, but
Sure.
this guy has led us to a Super Bowl. He's led us to the playoffs multiple times.
Yep.
Way more than he's not. Give him a break. Let him rebuild.
Yep.
Let them do their thing.
Dude, Baltimore fans are almost as cutthroat, if not even more than Philly fans.
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem. Baltimore Ravens fans are spoiled.
Yeah,
and
they are.
We don't know how to handle sucking.
Right.
We get
we
participation trophies, goddammit.
We don't
Right.
know
That's
how
great,
to
by the way.
handle losing games.
No.
We can't take it.
No.
Ruins our goddamn day. Ruins the whole week.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, I've had some friends say with Harbaugh, they're like, well, what does he do that's so great? Like, he's not a tactician. He's not Belichick. He's not some incredible football mind. I think what he is a leader of men.
And he is
like
a risk taker.
Yeah.
He is a risk taker, and when it doesn't play out, then it
I do
It
have
hurts.
a problem with, there was a pattern with, going for it on fourth downs or foregoing field goals that you
Yes.
could easily take 3
Yeah, yeah.
points. I do have a problem with that, and a lot of people will say, oh, if he converts it, you don't have a problem with it. Well, it's great if you convert that.
Yeah,
okay,
but-
that's great. But that's like
one in
playing
10
roulette.
yeah,
you know?
1 in
That's playing
10
roulette.
doesn't make it
Like,
worthwhile.
I play roulette. I didn't happen to shoot myself.
Well,
it doesn't mean I made a good call.
the
It means I
best-
got lucky.
The best
okay.
is when we're struggling to get it into the end zone, and then they're like, we're going for 2. And it's like, we don't have the momentum to go for 2. Just kick the fucking field goal, because guess what? We got the best kicker in
Yeah.
the league.
Hey, we're kicking field goals this year,
Yeah.
boy.
Oh,
They get over
yeah.
50
Oh,
and he
he's
fucking
amazing.
kicks them, man. He doesn't miss.
What's
He's hitting
great?
50
Did he make
What's
3
great-
last
Yeah,
week?
and he's hitting 55,
Oh,
57, 58. And fucking. I read that he's a legit league MVP candidate.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So
As a
what?
kicker.
Last week was it last
He
week? made
hasn't
3
missed
over
one
50.
in a year
Yeah.
at all.
He made 3 over 50 last week, right? Or
Yeah.
the week before?
He
What's
just
great is
blasts
what's
them.
great is
In
one
the
of
first
announce-
half, that's a new record.
What's great is one of the announcers before the game, he was like, "Oh, I'm picking Dolphins. I don't pick teams that their kickers win games for them."
Talk to the 2000 Ravens Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, no
Right.
shit.
It's called Marty Ball, guys. Marty Schottenheimer. I don't know if you remember. He said there's 3 equal slices of the pie, and they're equal: offense, defense, and special teams.
teams.
And you can't fucking win without all 3.
Nope.
Kicking's important.
It is, and fucking Ray Finkel proves that
Right.
one.
Yes. Die, Dan, die. Oh, look, they're little
Laces
cookies.
out.
They're little footballs.
Little footballs.
Nice.
Like that? Yeah.
Already
That's a
raining
good
movie quotes down.
Movie quote
Damn.
for Jesse and Vernizzi.
Yeah, that's for Jess.
He's punching himself in the dick right now.
He's
Finkel Einhorn.
Fucking
Einhorn
faggot
Finkel.
Baltimore people.
Oh, whoa, Tom.
What?
Whoa, Tom.
Easy,
Can I
buddy.
not say that?
Whoa, Tom.
You can't say that.
Why?
Yeah, you can't say Baltimore in
I
here.
didn't mean it like that.
Tom, you can't say Baltimore
I
in
didn't
here.
mean it in a,
We're
in
in
a
Kingsville.
sexual-
It's-
I didn't mean it in a sexual
No, but
reference.
You can't triple stamp a double stamp.
Like hell, I can.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Mike. I cut you off. I was on a roll there. Go for it.
Bummer.
All right.
He's Bummer, Hoyt.
Did you find donkey sauce for the people?
I did. Oh,
All right.
this is great.
Read our. All
right.
Tom, this is our
This is
contribution
gonna
to
be
Urban
our
Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary.
Oh, you guys submitted this?
I need to.
It's coming.
It's coming. No pun intended.
It had a lot of thought. put
So
into
That's
it.
what she said.
So donkey sauce, and we have to give Chris Eugelis a little bit of love on this. He helped us.
second baseman for the Boston Red Sox.
All right, donkey sauce. It's a combination of semen, top shelf vodka, and pineapple juice in a 4-to-1-to-1 ratio.
I've had that.
Wait.
It's to be served over ice or at room temperature. It's prevalent in the Aztec culture, common as an after-dinner delicacy in many Persian countries. The drink choice for international country music sensation Rascal Flatts.
I'm skipping dinner.
That's country
Holy
music?
hell.
and used in a sentence is after dinner, Stefan said to Chris, dinner was delicious. Perhaps an digestif? Some donkey sauce? Mm-hmm. So there it is. That's
The chosen drink of international country sensation Rascal Flats.
I think we almost crashed.
We
the
have a
car
show
laughing
title.
about that.
What was the drink you used to make at Source's Saloon?
Horse semen.
Horse semen. What was in that?
Horse semen.
I was a big fan. What was that?
Oh man, horse semen was a few things. It was vodka,
Horse semen and what else?
and it was sour mix and a little bit of half and half, and a little creme de menthe. It was good. It was real creamy.
And horse semen.
Yeah, it was real creamy.
Oh,
Did
it
it
looked
come-
just like a
did
shot
you-
of jizz.
Did you serve it out of those leather sleeves that they stick on the horse when they're milking them?
That'd be fantastic.
Open up!
It looked no. It
I
was
milked your cow. We don't have a cow.
Name
Nice.
it. Name it.
It's fucking Kingpin, man.
City Slickers.
There you go, Jesse. I'm
City
gonna go
Slickers.
fuck
It's not
yourself.
City Slickers too.
No, it's
No,
Kingpin.
Kingpin.
Dude.
Also City Slickers too.
No.
John Lovitz comes in and he goes, "Man, I was really
John
trying to."
Lovitz.
He goes, "I was trying to milk your cow."
He was great in high school high, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
He was great.
He was great in The Wedding Singer. I was watching The Wedding Singer over the weekend. It was good.
The best is when he's like, he's losing his mind.
Yeah.
And I'm reaping all the benefits.
Cause this is ladies' night.
Thanks. You've inspired me to hire a DJ, so thank you.
Can your DJ shake like this?
All right.
Do it-
So
do it again.
the last Urban Dictionary thing, and I just had this in my list. I don't remember over the last 3 weeks where it came from. It might have been part of the Hiroshi topic.
Hiroshima.
It's Hiroshi.
Yeah, I
no.
like how close it is.
Hiroshima.
I like how close a name it is.
No,
to
no,
one of
no,
the
it's-
worst nuclear disasters in the history of the world.
It is pretty bad. But we were drunk. So, anyways, the Urban Dictionary, Dale Earnhardt. And
Senior or junior?
senior. And it's it's when a man is performing.
Wait, there's two?
That ain't right.
It's when a man is performing anal sex on a girl and slams her face into a wall. I don't know.
That's called a what?
Dale Earnhardt.
Too soon. Too soon. The Intimidator, number 3.
I don't
sorry, that was-
I don't watch
I do
I
like
don't watch NASCAR.
I do like dude, NASCAR is some good stuff. God damn it, are you breaking stuff?
I did.
Again.
The Intimidator. Dale's great. He was one of the original
Leadfoot.
outlaws.
Sorry, Dale. God rest your soul. I couldn't help myself. That was too.
For any
too
of our
good.
listeners who don't know it, Dale Earnhardt died in a fiery wreck in which he was slammed from behind by another vehicle, crashed his car into a wall, and died. So thanks, Eric, for keeping
Oh,
up
now
with
I
the
get
times.
it.
Yeah,
that's
Tom.
great. That's a great joke. That's a great joke. Now
I believe
that
it's pronounced
that-
yoke.
It's a soft J.
Yeah.
like yogging. That's 3 movie quotes for Jesse.
Firing them down the pike.
Oh, we are. It's movie quote madness. just
Hey,
for the
quick
show.
question, Mike. Did you get a new Pink Floyd light up over here? I don't recall that being here.
Yeah, that is new.
It was here last time. It wasn't in the room.
Where
so
was it?
therefore, it's new.
It's out in the hallway,
Why did you put it in here?
yeah, I
Where
did.
were you?
so I
feeling
could see it
inspired?
more.
It's in the frame there for the online listeners right now.
Yeah, but it's
Oh no, it's
totally
not.
invisible.
It's just out. Oh yeah, it is. You can't
try
see
and
it
block
at
it.
all. It's just white. It just shows up as a white shadow.
With my peanut
Yeah,
head.
put your dick in front of it. That'll block it.
That's right.
That's sure to block it, Tom.
So for you,
Jeez.
you listeners watching this, yeah, you can't see it. Sorry. All right, so moving on. So we had the Thanksgiving holiday. How was everybody's holiday weekend?
It's very busy.
Yeah, typical.
Yeah, I ate a lot of food.
Sucked a lot of dicks.
Clear that vape out of your gozzle.
I ate a lot of food. I had a lot of food.
I ate and drank a lot myself. It was fun. I went hunting, deer hunting with Al.
With Big Al?
Joliquet.
Did you guys get any sick of deer?
I didn't see any.
Sick
Opening day
what's
sucks. It sucks. There's not a lot going on just because there's so many people out there. But
yeah,
Is Al your dad?
Al's
Is
my
that who
dad.
that
It's
is?
my pops. Yeah, it's
Big Al Joliker.
my man, my main man Al.
We call him Big
Joliquet.
Al.
Big
Call
Al.
him Big Al.
Okay.
He makes some mean venison.
He does.
But
sick of deer.
my buddy Scott Vane was hunting with me too.
Scott Vane.
Yeah.
Your friends have names that are insane.
It's great, isn't it?
Scott draining the main vein. Scott Big Vein. Veiny Dick Vein. Scott.
He's a big old hunting
Scotty
man.
V. Scotty V.
What
the
does
main
he?
vein.
What does he do to you in those woods there, Eric?
You got to go hunting to find
I-
out.
no, thank
Sorry.
you.
So
Thank
then
you, but
you'll
no,
never
thank you.
find out. What
Thank you, but
happens
no,
in the
thank
woods
you.
stays in the woods. But no, we were coming home on Sunday, and because Scott had tickets to the Ravens game.
Scott Vane.
Yeah, Scott Vane. He had
Is
tickets.
it spelled like weather vane or like veiny cock?
Vane?
Vane, like a weather vane, like a cock on a weather vane.
Sure.
Great.
Anyways,
Whole rack of dicks.
we were on our way.
Oh,
we were coming
right.
home. We had to come home early because he had the Ravens game to go to, and I'm going to dovetail that in for something here. In a
Oh,
few
dovetail. That's a good corporate term.
I think
you said
dovetail.
You fucking piece of shit.
What did I say?
Don't use corporate terms
minutes.
around me.
Dovetail.
Okay.
That's
I
a,
think
that's,
I-
car-
no, go
that's a
ahead.
carpenter term. It's
I,
not
th-
a
I think DuckTales was a cartoon in the
Dove,
early 90s.
Dove, D-O-V-E,
DuckTales.
Dove.
I think people say DuckTales where I work.
No, they're
Ducktail.
idiots because I don't know what the fuck that means.
Where do you
Ducktail.
work, Tom?
Let's get the
Dovetail.
ball. I'm not saying that.
No,
Let's get the ball rolling.
They didn't pay
Let's
for
get the
a
ball
plug.
rolling.
I was going to give him a plug.
For one, I'm not going to plug. For
All right.
two, I'd like
Can
to
I
keep
finish
my
the
job
story?
Fucking hanging out with you guys.
Bastards.
And myself. I'm a pretty bad person.
I like you.
Thank you.
But I am too.
That was
Birds of a feather.
talk together.
Cocks.
Duck feathers.
Duck feathers together.
Birds of a cocks. You could say we're two birds of a feather. We're two cocks. Cock of the walk. The cocks of the walk.
All right.
Cock of the walk, baby. Go ahead. Hey, balls. Go ahead and finish up over there.
I'm waiting. Are you done?
Yeah, we're done.
All right.
Wait. No, I'm not. No, okay, go ahead.
So yeah, we were on our way back, and I was like, all right, well, since we have to go home early, we're gonna listen to the podcast. He's like, oh, awesome, sweet. So we're getting it loaded up, and all of a sudden his car just starts jamming Katy Perry's Roar out, and I lose it because I'm like, dude,
Because that's your jam?
no. I was like, is this what your
That's my
phone
jam.
is like was on last? He's like, he's like trying to frantically turn it off, and I'm dying laughing. He's like, God damn it. He's like, this isn't my phone. This is your phone. And I'm like, no, it's not, dude. He's like, either way, this is really embarrassing. I'm so sorry. Come to find out, dude, it was my phone, dude. So I'm just gonna admit that
It wasn't Rod Vane.
It was me.
That's queer.
So we were two
Tom.
hardcore hunting men, and we're caught in a car.
Is this on? That's queer, man. That's queer.
You're not allowed to tap the mic like that.
Yeah, that's true. Stop
Very,
talking.
very taboo. So we're a couple
So-
deer hunting pussies.
So when
It's
you're
my
worried
first
about
time.
the clipping and peeking, you
So
was him.
okay,
I
that's
love
him.
when the price is right.
It always comes in. So Mike, our producer, needs Ravens football tickets.
Ooh,
So we're calling all listeners to see if we can't make his Christmas be very merry.
Yeah, let's do a December game.
And,
big time in comedy football out. Tom, would you like
There
to join that?
one left, one home game left.
What's the date?
It's the Eagles, isn't it?
I thought
Is
they
it?
had 2 home games left.
I might be wrong. I don't know. I don't know. You tell me.
The advent of the
You got the
internet.
computer.
The advent of the internet should help us in this situation. Thank you, Steve Jobs.
I've missed probably half the Ravens games this year.
Watching the Red Zone channel.
No, watching the Redskins.
Why?
I'm just kidding. Just I've had stuff to do.
What do you
trying
do?
trying to rent out my house. Missing games.
Why- what
Doing
do you-
doing yard work.
What do you do? What renting? How does renting your house take you away from?
Well, you
watching
got to go up.
football?
You got to tend to it. You got to do things. I've
shit.
missed a couple
Don't you have a
games.
TV in the house?
No,
you're-
not anymore. I moved, so I no longer
You have an empty
anything up
house
there.
that you're tending to, but not renting.
Yeah, you got to fix it up for the renters.
What do you do? What do you have to do? What are you doing? Carpentry?
Well, no. Painting, touching up, moving stuff out.
This sounds awful.
Yeah,
Let's talk about
it's
something
terrible.
else. Let's talk about
Yeah,
something-
let's move on.
So
I'm
all right,
getting
so
depressed.
you're right. Eagles December 18th
Thank
is
you.
the last home game. So if
All right.
if we could get any of our listeners,
to give us 3
give us-
tickets,
it-
maybe
it-
4.
all right. Well, that's a stretch, but if they even just want to give up one for old Mike here,
I might be able
to
to
give
get
him
us
this.
tickets.
Hey, this would be, you would be giving him his very first Ravens game
I might be-
ever.
I might be able to get us tickets.
All right. And what we'll do is we'll
top row.
we'll totally plug whoever gives them to us and whatnot, and then we'll talk about the experience that we have or Mike has on the following podcast. So
I might be able to swing
I
it.
think that would be a lot of fun. I think we could really introduce Mike to a good time and make one of his dreams come true.
Mike's never been to a Ravens game.
Nope.
Yeah. Make this creepy bastard.
I have not set foot in that stadium once.
We're
Mike,
gonna
have you left
change that.
Kingsville?
We're gonna change
Mike,
that.
were you ever at Memorial Stadium?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the Colts or the Orioles?
Orioles.
Orioles.
I was an Oriole Junior when you weren't even born yet.
What's an Oriole Junior?
When you were in your dad's balls.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonny's balls.
Good one.
What's an Oriole Junior, Mike? Is that like a?
We were allowed
Urban
out on the
Dictionary
field
Uh-huh.
before the game, and we had free uppercase seating and all that.
Did any of the players ever expose themselves to you?
No, not
In a-
on the
in a
field,
good
no.
way.
No,
In a good
not at
way.
all.
No.
Upper
You
decker.
did never.
Upper
Eddie
deck.
Murray never walked out of the showers.
Nope, because I was out on the
swinging
field.
his bat.
Out on the field.
His big pube fro.
Nope,
That
sorry.
was racist.
All right.
So, anyways, anybody that wants to give up those tickets will allow you to plug your cause, your business, whatever you'd want.
Yeah,
You'd
just
plug-
give us more or less. Just give us some Ravens tickets,
Yeah, I
would
think
you?
it would be real. That'd be real generous, and it's the Eagles, so it's
Yeah,
not
Carson
like-
Wentz. They're done, by the way.
I mean,
they tanked.
Mike Quinlan might be pissed about us really downplaying that.
Fucking fascist pig, you fucking bastard. You
You are
fucking
a
fascist pig.
That's Quinlan. QUILAND 574.
There's no D at the end.
And D.
There's
4.
no D at the end.
You fascist pig.
There is when he's hiding.
All right. So it's Christmas season. 'Tis the season to be merry.
Yeah, if you're a Christian.
I am actually. I am, and I'm not ashamed of it. But, all right, we're gonna do top 3 Christmas movies.
Ooh.
I got my number 1. I don't know.
I have to
Got
ask
it,
a
you got
question.
it. All right, I'll go first
Wait,
to give you some
wait,
time.
wait.
because I got mine
Wait.
ready. What?
I have to ask this question because it was one of my topics. So let's ask this question as a qualifier for Christmas movies.
Oh, here we go.
Well, Mike, you can weigh in on this. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes.
What is yes?
Mike says yes. Tom says yes.
Nice. Well done.
And Eric?
Actually, the first 2 are.
I'm gonna go with a yes.
Okay.
It is.
Now I'll continue.
Continue.
That cannot be
Whoa.
anybody. It can
Why?
be in your top 3, but it can't be your number 1.
Why?
Because
Why?
you're just not allowed.
Wait, what's that fucking qualifier?
This fucking boom is right in our fucking vision.
Stupid. That's a
You want me to
stupid.
move my Smurf cock?
Oh, just a little. It's
That's a
giving me a
stupid
headache.
qualifier.
Can you? All right. No, don't
No,
do
that's
that.
stupid.
Can
This-
you get it up?
That's stupid. This is stupid.
No,
Usually.
Never mind.
I've been drinking tequila at home.
God damn it! It's right in my. I can't
that
make
better?
eye contact with stuff on, and it's really disturbing.
good.
It's giving me a headache. Oh, there you are. Don't you hide. All right. Sorry, we're distracted here. All right. So my top 3, starting at number 3 and going up.
Uh-huh.
Number 3 is Home Alone.
Ooh.
Number.
What, you already fucking stopped? What was that?
I'm debating on.
You
this.
can't. Your list is done. Go.
All right. God
And
damn
I'm going to
it.
ask
I'm
you
not
why
happy
for your
about
top
this.
one. Be prepared to talk about why.
All right, I'm switching it up then. Number 2 is Christmas Vacation, just because it's just awesome, and it's got to be on.
No, all right,
everybody's
we're only
list.
going to talk about your top one.
All right, and the top one is The Ref.
The Ref is a Christmas movie?
Yeah. Have you
Dennis
not
Leary? Yeah, I
Yeah. It takes place during. It is a Christmas movie. Like the whole set is during Christmas Eve.
What the fuck was that,
Oh,
Mike?
it's not rocking.
Mike, you sneeze like an elephant.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Was that a sneeze?
You had a trunk. You had a trunk fall out of your ass when you did that. There's
my
a trunk coming out of his ass picking up peanuts. Oh,
Shake my hand.
Those
Come
are-
on,
those
come
are-
on.
those
I'd
are-
like to send this home with you.
Those are. By the way, those are unsalted raw peanuts that he's picking up. He's picking them up.
Put those in the rape shed.
Yeah, he's picking them up
Yeah,
with
they're
his
left
ass.
over from the shed.
Hell
Picking
yeah.
them up with his ass to drop them off in the woodshed.
you know, this reminds me of a
So
quick
the-
story. Wait, quick story.
Okay.
One time I was in a movie theater with like a guy. It was with Jenny, my wife.
With like a guy.
with Jen,
Like a guy. And another woman. And another
Jenny,
woman, I
a
swear.
guy from my work
A
that I didn't
guy.
know that well, and his girlfriend. We were double dating, and we went to dinner first, and then we went to a movie, and it was like a really quiet part of the movie, and I had to sneeze, and I didn't want to be rude, so I was like, and I was like, and I held in my sneeze, and I farted like super loud. I was like, and it was so silent. It was so awkward. We didn't even hardly know each other. They were just laughing their asses off, yucking it up.
Oh my god!
Anyway, that was an embarrassing.
I
moment
had
in my
I
life.
was in a movie one time and they did the whole thing about like muting your phone and did all the noise and stuff. And right when it broke, somebody ripped just the biggest fart. It was a
just a good
full
one.
theater. I couldn't stop laughing for like the first 10 minutes of
It's
the movie because I'm a
fantastic.
fucking child. I'm like the
I
timing.
will laugh
of
at
that,
farts until I'm dead.
Yeah,
It's it's just
God's
a
or- it's
it's
God's
simple
original joke.
amusement.
It is.
It's
just
God's
good.
original
my
joke.
my 18-month-old daughter farts and just they're giant. They're huge.
Well,
every time she
now
does
you're
it,
now you're pushing it.
every
Now
time
you're
she
pushing
does it, I'm like, I lose it. I'm like, how did that just? That's amazing. That's,
I made
I'm proud.
you.
I'm
I
proud of
made
that. I yeah. It's
You
like
made
you know,
that part.
transference.
It's all for the kids.
Yeah.
It's all for the kids. All right. So do you need any more of a description of why the ref? I mean, it's
Tell
Dennis
me.
Leary.
Tell us about it.
It's basically he robs a house in a very wealthy neighborhood, and I think New England, up in like Massachusetts, and the alarm goes off, so he basically
Fucking
runs.
Patriots.
Fucking Patriots.
Somebody tried to jerk off Brady again.
With their ass.
And a dildo.
All
Wait,
right.
an ass and a dildo? Okay.
A dildo on the play. Yes.
Dildo on the
All right, Tom, tell us your top 3
Yep.
Christmas movies. Go.
Oh, hands down, it's Christmas Vacation #1.
Oh, you're
Number
supposed to start at number 3, but
What?
You're supposed to start on the bottom. You fucked it up. Keep going.
It's all right. He can do it any way he
Christmas
wants.
Vacation is not number 1. I'll get back to that. Chris,
Good
Dumb and Dumber's number 3.
That's
Sorry,
not a
shitter was full.
Christmas movie,
It is. Lloyd
dude.
Christmas is in it. Go
That
fuck
doesn't-
yourself.
Oh my god.
Number
that
2 is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Oh,
And number 1 is Christmas Vacation.
your list sucks. All right.
Okay, the ref. Yeah.
Dennis Leary.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm going to go Christmas Vacation number 3. I'm going to go Home Alone number 2. And
Which one? Home Alone 1?
Home Alone 1. I think
Okay.
the original.
Okay.
The original's better.
With the spider and Buzz's girlfriend Wolf.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's
okay.
it. Yeah, that one was unexpected. The second one, it's like, how did these parents leave this kid again? You know, the first one had some plot holes.
Well, I mean, I get it.
Kevin,
Again.
what terrible parents is all I can think of as
Oh,
an
they're
adult.
from Chicago.
As a kid, you're like, yeah, I can see how that happens.
They live in a big
You've seen
house.
what's going
it's
on in
horse
Chicago.
shit.
I mean, there's some terrible people.
As
out
an
there.
adult with a child, if you left your kid on Christmas twice, you're a shitty human being,
Yeah.
and I
You
can't
should
get
just-
behind.
Real bad.
I can't
Should've
get
had the
behind the
abortion.
sequel.
I mean-
yeah. And number 1 is a modern classic for me. Is Elf. I think
All
Elf
right,
is
good way to switch it
fantastic.
up.
Elf is good.
Thanks
Yeah.
for a little originality in there.
Yeah. Bye, Mr. Norwell. Hi, buddy. Hope
That
you
is
find
a
your
really-
dad.
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
That's probably my top. It's in my top 4.
Infinitely watchable.
It is.
Any
in
of
your
those
top
3
4.
are really.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You know,
then
there's that one that they keep playing. The one with Arnold Schwarzenegger with like
Jingle All the Way.
Oh, I want to.
It's not the Doberman doll.
I want to murder myself. How does a kid not recognize his dad, who he can completely see his face and hear his voice?
I like that.
And
That's
his
a good
wife,
movie. Thanks
and his
for bringing that
wife
up.
can't fucking. She can't either one. And I'm like,
Well,
are you fucking serious? Like, come on.
Arnold's voice isn't that distinct.
At all.
Get to the chopper. Come on, kill me up here.
or
Please, son
the
of a bitch.
meaty face that he has. I mean, and with a little yellow shield blocking his like eyes.
Remember-
It's me, Jamie.
He's like, well, it is your dad. And he pulls the helmet off. It's like, oh my god.
He goes, Dad?
Yeah.
Billy, you aren't afraid.
It's me, Jamie.
Billy, you aren't afraid of any man. Whatever's out there, Major.
I mean,
No, you know
Sinbad.
who was
I mean,
great was
Sinbad was
Phil Hartman
Oh
was
yes,
great
he
in
was
that.
great in that.
He was just
He's
that
always great.
douchebag dad.
He's always great. But I mean, Sinbad was even more mysterious in his outfit than Arnold was.
Sinbad wears the kind of
Mysterio.
pants that Tom's talking about wearing lately. Those like parachute pants, like purple parachute pants.
Give me the doll.
All right, Mike, what's your Christmas lineup? Putting you on the spot.
Oh, but Die Hard's actually number 1. If you allow me to actually put it on the list.
All right.
Alan Rickman, is this the Yankee Cowboy? Hello, is this the Yankee Cowboy? Go ahead, Mike.
I'll go with Die Hard also for number 1. So I'm going backwards again.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Motherfucker. Right. You can say that. Go ahead.
Okay.
Harry
Potter.
Eric Fraser.
I'll take the Home Alone 2 movies.
2. Lost in New York.
1 and 2. I'll take them both.
You can't. You have to separate them.
All right. As number 2, I'll take number 1. And number 3, I'll take number 2.
They're thoroughly confused. Number 3, you'll take 2, but 1, you'll take. What? Say that again.
What?
Is anybody else confused?
I stopped listening
I've been
5
confused
seconds
for a
ago
while.
because I was confused.
That's why
So,
I'm
all right,
producer.
number 1.
Krampus.
Love
number
me some
1.
Krampus.
What's number
I didn't
1,
see
Mike?
Die Hard.
2.
Home Alone 1.
All right, 3.
Home Alone 2.
Okay, now I understand.
Thank you very much.
Good lineup. That's not a bad lineup.
Is this the Yankee Cowboy?
So we're gonna transition to a real hot topic. The white nationalists sig hailing to Trump. Did you see all of that?
What is a white nationalist?
This just got heavy. Eric just took it up a notch. We were
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about dicks and Christmas movies, and now we're
I
talking
told
about
you the
I
only
like to
topic
keep you
I'm
on
good at is
toes.
masturbating, and that's it.
We'll get there, Tom.
We'll get there.
Okay. Okay.
It's usually kind of the underlying topic, but movie quotes has kind of been running the show tonight.
Well, that's for Jesse.
Why is I can't hear myself?
Good.
There we go. Okay,
He's back.
it's better. All right. So yeah, did you see
God
that?
forbid you use those hand signals.
Oh, sorry.
He's doing the Navy
How we doing
SEAL
now?
signs.
How we doing now?
Are you
I
still
didn't
in
know the
third?
signals. Yeah. So I'm surprised, Stefan. Didn't you see the videos of that? I like that sign. That's a good one.
Yeah, I saw a few of them.
Did you? I mean, what are your thoughts on all of that?
What happened?
I think white
was-
nationalists love Trump.
Well, yeah, but people are going crazy. Like, oh, this is just how it all starts with
How
these.
what starts?
It's Hitler, and Hitler's coming back through Trump.
Hitler's not coming back.
He's dead. He's
I would
He's
say we
dead.
learned a lot of lessons.
Yeah, I don't. How? He's not going to genocide anybody, or I don't.
Are you serious? That's so potential. I'm kidding. By the way, that was sarcasm.
You think there's potential? that
Not
he's
at
gonna,
all.
Who, the
I just think-
Muslims?
I just think that there's a very large extremist not large, but there's an extremist following. There's an extremist following for everything.
Yeah, I mean, I just there's people that again, I don't think you can condemn the many for the actions of the few, and I think if people are behind him whose beliefs are crazy and that we don't agree with, that's their right too. I mean, as long as it doesn't get violent, and it may very well.
Yeah,
mean,
what
it could.
videos are you talking about? I'm unplugged from
I don't,
social media.
I mean, if you Googled it, it would probably.
Mhm.
It was just on social media. I happened to see it, and it was these freaks are all like.
I mean, I think it's the
I'm
same
like,
thing.
Come
there's,
on, man.
There's a lot of. I saw this video with Trevor, what's his name, Noah, and Tommy Lauren or whatever, and she was condemning the entire Black Lives Matter movement because of the actions of a few that
exactly
get
another
violent.
extremist movement.
Right.
that-
So, not that they're directly comparable, but I think there's actions on either side where it's you got to find. Look, he's our president, or he's gonna be. And
Did the college finally put in their vote, or is that the 16th? I think. Of this month?
it's gonna. I mean, the recounts
yeah.
are a joke.
Oh, I know. It's not. Yeah, that's not.
He's
gonna be
getting
a
more
return.
votes.
Because
Ohio was more.
Because he's actually doing what he said he was going to do.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Anywho.
it's,
Sorry,
it's
I
shitty.
didn't mean to turn the tables on the topics, but I needed to level set us a little bit and bring us back down to earth.
Right, I do think there's some extremist views that Trump is like this.
Yeah, I mean,
racist white nationalist.
he definitely hit that button. But just because I think if you support Trump, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a white nationalist.
Exactly.
I mean, he said things that they love, right?
Well,
but he
yeah.
also said a lot of other things that might have stuck with people. So I'm not one of those people who's like, if you support Trump, you're a racist. I don't support Trump. I don't like the guy at all. I think
And
he's a
you're
poli-
racist because of that.
Well, yeah, I'm racist towards. I hate white people. So
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I think there's a lot of people that get behind. He's pandering to people's patriotism, and some people take that in an extreme fashion. He wants to, bring business back to the U.S. He wants to build a wall. Blah blah. I mean, any of this stuff can be taken out of context as.
I think he pandered to
xenophobic
as many people as he could. I think he said whatever he needed to say to get as many votes as he could.
Yep.
I don't think that he's anti-abortion. I actually, if I had to put money on it, he's paid for a couple. He's
Yeah.
probably paid for a
and not
couple
only that,
abortions.
but that's probably one of the dumbest
You know.
things to make illegal because there's
right.
going to be a black market for it, and that's just not
right,
safe.
but still, I mean,
it wasn't the
he-
past.
And
Yes,
it's a state level issue anyway.
exactly.
Right, but he
Exactly.
talks about that like it's an actual. He presents that because he knows he's going to get those.
Well, there's a
far
far right
people
wingers.
in.
Yeah.
And there are people that probably voted for him just because of that.
Yeah.
And I don't think he believes in that. I don't think he's really religious either, but he'll sit there and talk about, how he's being audited by the IRS because he's too religious and he's being discriminated against. Okay, Donald. We'll see you in church.
Donnie.
Donnie.
and
I think he's an opportunist, and I think he's smart.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's a very
Obviously.
smart person.
I thought
And
he
he's-
was. I think he's just fulfilling the prophecy of the Simpsons.
yes.
I think he was took advantage of
I mean,
and saw gaps and saw where he needed to step in.
I mean, the whole election process really is a pretty big popularity contest. I mean, it's real life Survivor in my
Right.
book. So
Well, he's a reality TV star, so we knew he
Yeah.
could he could navigate
really
those
good at
waters.
it.
I mean, hey, look,
really good at it.
Reagan was an actor, and people were protesting.
Ronald Reagan, the actor.
They were.
the
They were.
greatest man to ever live.
And it was great because Reagan. I was watching videos of him when people were screaming and yelling during the same kind of period in the process, And there was one where he was just like, shut the hell up. Just was like, go fuck yourself. And then continued on his way. And I'm like, hell yeah, that's great.
Yeah, but the problem now is social media.
Yep.
And that's why I'm boycotting Facebook right now. Because
You're boycotting Facebook.
well, I haven't been on it in a while.
Wow. I
Yeah,
didn't
They
notice.
made it a real pain in the ass to promote him being on the show.
We have a Facebook holdout there. Are you on Twitter?
Nope.
Oh, good.
What about Twatter?
That drink sounds
I would get on Twitter
delicious.
if they started calling it twatting instead of tweeting. Yes.
Yeah, I could do that. I could see that
Yeah.
happening.
Is that what it would take, Stefan, to get you to start twitting if we were calling it? I'll call it twatting. Would
Twitter-
you please twat?
Twitter's
I would-
I really
I would twat
wouldn't
every
sweat
day.
it. He can't show up for a show on
Could you
time.
twat every day? Just one twat? I mean, that's all I ask.
Twitter's gonna
you
be-
know, I could go 3 twats maybe.
Twitter's
I mean,
going to
if
be
I
the
get
end of the
Stefan
world.
up to one twat a day, I'd be fucking happy.
Twitter's going to be the end of the world. Twitter's going to be what undoes us. Donald Trump tweeting at China and
Oh,
all the
boy.
fucking shit he does on Twitter is going to be what undoes us.
I think Snapchat's the end of the world.
It already
I don't.
happened.
I think that's a more of a selective group.
Man, those Snapchat people are genius. They're all sitting around like, these idiots, man, we're keeping all these videos to ourselves.
You
And
guys
that
are
shit
tucked
just goes
away.
away.
They
It
have
They,
those-
goes
think,
away.
they think it
Vanishes
just
in-
goes away.
You're just using Snapchat because the porn lovers love it.
I don't want
Again.
I don't want my pictures to go away. I don't.
Well, you can save them. You can still send a Snapchat and save it.
tell us more about
I
it,
don't
Tom.
You
ever-
just go on Snapchat and then you take a video of it and then you can save it if you want to save it. If you don't want to save it, you don't have to save it.
Do you ever snap any of the pictures of that big dick of yours?
No, I don't do that.
Any of that's the fucking one-eyed sea snake you're hiding
No.
in your fucking jeans
Trouser snake.
What's
right
a
now?
what's a trouser?
Schnauzer snake.
Trouser snake.
That,
Schnauzer.
that chest, that
He really only
Chesapeake
has one
Schnauzer
leg.
snake?
So I wanted to circle back around to the A1 burger bun because you talked about how it turned your poo green, and I was remembering.
Dude, this
the
is
Black
so
Whopper.
a year old.
No,
You're
I
talking
know.
about the Black Whopper.
the Black Whopper, and
That's racist.
Yeah.
and then in my college days,
The
my-
African American Whopper.
It was the Halloween Whopper, and it's a year ago.
There's more foods that will turn your poo green.
Like
Lettuce.
Lucky Charms.
I use A1 on
If
a
you
lot of
eat-
things, and I've never.
A1 doesn't do it. It's
A1.
the dye. in
A1.
the
I
black-
The
put-
dye in A1 is what was supposedly doing it with the Whopper burger.
It was the black bun.
A1.
black.
I put
was
that
making
shit on
green.
everything.
Yes,
No.
dude. Lucky Charms is very minimal green in there.
I don't eat cereal, so.
And if you
okay.
eat 3 solid bowls, you'll have
Lucky
a solid
Charms. I
green
used to eat
turd.
Lucky Charms
the
all
only
the time.
person,
I don't
the
call
only person
shit
with bowls
green
in here
shit.
is Eric.
Do you look at your poo when you're done?
Oh,
you have
of course.
to.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I checked the paper.
You know, I'm convinced that my work just pays me to take shits all day. I go into that handicap stall for a good 30 minutes. You know, I'm like,
Snapchatting.
yeah, like,
Where do you work?
I actually, I'm not going to tell you that. I actually sneezed yesterday in
We
the
already
handicap
know.
stall, and the person next to me said, God bless you. What the fuck do you say to that?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did
Maybe-
you not
maybe-
say anything? Did you?
No,
make it
I
like-
said no. That I'm trying to take a shit. I can see your feet. I don't know who you are.
Maybe reach underneath and give him a thumbs
Well,
up.
No, you know.
Those long gangly arms of yours.
You need to learn impressions.
Someone we went to college with. I'm not going to name their names, but you're a good friend with them.
you can name their name.
I don't. Okay, Matthew Alvary.
He's in Amsterdam.
He dumped it real
I'm
hard.
writing that down.
we were on a road trip. We stop at this truck stop, both in the stalls next to each other, just giving it hell. I'm sitting there. I look down. Matt wipes his ass, throws it under.
Oh,
Throws it under. It's just sitting there, full of shit.
That's gross. Somebody did that to me at work one time. He reached
At
under.
work?
He was a guy I was friends with, and we were shitting next to each other. And he reached down. He's like, "Soobs, check this out." He's like, "It's my," and he's like, "It's my poop." And I was like, it just freaked me out. It was too much. I don't want to see somebody else.
that would be way too much.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Well, how do you feel about you're at the urinal, somebody comes up next to you, they start talking to you?
I don't like it.
No, it's
hate
like
it.
it should be
That's
like an
why
elevator.
I rarely go to the urinal just because I need that. That's privacy.
If
time.
somebody's at the urinal, you have 2 urinals. Somebody's at one. Do you go to the urinal or do you go to the stall?
I usually hit the stall up.
Yeah.
If it's you, I'll come up next to you, Tom, and take it.
Yeah,
take
if
an
it's somebody
admiring-
I know. But if it's somebody at
behind me.
work, it's just I don't know. It's too weird.
I don't like the
And then
conversation.
No, I don't want to talk shop in
Did you
here,
get that
man.
email? Like,
Yeah, no.
nah, I'm holding my
This
fucking
is why-
cock right
that's
now.
why I'm in
trying to
here.
take a piss. Is it supposed to burn? That's my only question for you. And can we just go about our business? That's what
Just
I
go
wanna
about
know.
your day.
Yeah.
Move along. Yeah. No, there's people in there talking shop, and I'm like, get out. This isn't the place. So since we're on the college, we've kind of slid into the college zone. I'll kick it off. I know you guys have some doozies. A group of the guys in the hall in my dorm, one of the dudes is a big porn guy, and he came to
Stefan?
Shocker.
he did like the shocker. But no, he came to the hall meeting, and he's like, all right, guys, I have a proposal. And he had this is back in the VHS days, and he had one of those booklets that you could order. It was like hundreds of hours of porn for like $40. He's like, if we all chip
Sign
in,
me up.
Sounds like a steal.
he's like, if we all chip in and we buy, the blank tapes, like everybody basically would throw in $20 if we had, he had it all figured out. Before he even finished, I had my $20 laying on the floor. And so we basically
Where's that porn?
Yeah, you just fucking. My pants were off. My $20 was on the floor.
so we ordered this hundreds of hours of porn.
I was eating a piece
Fucking
of pizza.
pervert.
We went to Target, Walmart, bought a whole rack of
Dicks.
whole rack of those blank VHS
Whole rack of
tapes,
dicks.
and we wrangled up all the VHS VCRs we could get our hands on. And
This was like the what's that movie? The
Dude,
Ring.
we burned up 2 VCRs dubbing porn for weeks, and the two guys that ended up being my roommates, we had porn dubbing in their room 24/7. And nobody locked their doors, so they would be like sleeping up in their racks, and dudes would just roll into their room and sit down on the couch and turn on and start watching porn.
And just jerk off. You ran a jerk off emporium.
Hey, come on in.
Well, no, what they would do
Welcome to Eric's House of Jerking Off, the jerk off emporium for you.
it wasn't my room; it was Scave and Dino's.
keep it down.
Sorry.
Easy, Tiger. You're making it crackle, pop, and snap.
Sorry. I
And
get excited.
So they would come in and they'd prime, and then they'd go down to the bathroom and take care of business and rub one out. So one night we're sitting around at like 1 o'clock in the morning. We're just like eating pizza, watching TV.
Jerking off.
We weren't watching the porn, and there was a knock on the door.
Jerking off to each other.
Right.
There's a knock on the door, and we're
That's
just
right.
like this is weird because people just walk the fuck in. Nobody knocks. So we opened the door real precariously, and there's 3 chicks standing there, and they're like, so yeah, we heard that this room in this building had like porn recording, and it was running like 24/7, and we just wanted to check and see if it was like a rumor. And we're just like, are you fucking like, this is a campus of, I think it was like 14,000 people.
Iowa?
University of Northern Iowa.
Hey, is this heaven?
Northern Iowa.
Is this heaven?
Iowa's like 50,000.
Oh, okay.
Is this heaven?
But what's
No,
what's
Iowa.
West Virginia? What's West Virginia's pop? What was
Well,
that?
when we went there, I think the undergrad was 25.
Okay.
It was probably
so
well
we're
over
about
30
the same
now.
as you're about the same as Iowa State, about 25. But anyways, 14,000 is not a
Except
small
better.
school. Probably, I would probably
we were
agree with
probably
that one.
better.
Yeah,
We were
they're
better.
Big 12.
No, this
Anyways,
doesn't matter.
We call Tom Big 12.
so anyway, so we're like, holy shit,
12 millimeters.
and we're just like, actually, it's true. So we invite them in, and we flipped it to channel 3 because that was the channel. And sure enough, we showed them the porn. that
Were
was dubbing.
they on camera on channel 3?
Tell
Look,
me-
if you want to look
No.
over that.
Tell
way.
me there's a better ending to this story.
Oh, sorry, I wish there was.
You just showed 3 girls porn?
Yeah.
It
We-
took you
Was
10
it
minutes to
scrambled
tell us
porn?
We
that?
ate pizza. The peak of that was the fact that we had a knock on the door and that this shit was spreading across campus that we were doing this.
That you guys...
Holy shit! I'm glad I didn't go to college there.
It was Iowa, man.
Iowa.
You fucking
Only
Christ.
in Iowa are they sending pigeons to the other fucking dorms.
Do you
that
guys
say-
have porn here?
Right, there's like a raven with
That's
a
cool.
fucking note in its claw that says,
The-
"Go to the 14th floor."
So here's the biggest problem. When you sit and watch porn like that, it got to the point where we were all getting fucked up in the head and we were going to class and you're just like, it was like porn mode. You're just like watching chicks come in and you're like, boom, chick,
Wait,
wow,
did you
wow.
do a class rape?
And you're thinking, no. What is class rape?
I don't know. You're saying you're sitting there thinking of class.
No, it's like it's in
you're
your
seeing
head.
these girls walk in.
Well, you get
Now
brainwashed.
you're
So
you're
all
brainwashed
thinking
by the
about,
VHS.
So you're thinking about all the like you just think that it's just a normal part of life now because.
So are you just
so you're just
detrousing?
well, you're just kind of like you're just like sitting around going, yeah, she'd get it, and then you're like starting to play out how it would actually work out, like it was a cheap porn from the 90s, like a Jenna Jameson.
She grows
type.
a muff. And
Yeah, dude. Like it was bad. It was
Your
really
name's,
fucking with
your
people's
name's
heads.
Peter North. All of a sudden, it gets
Yeah,
weird.
exactly.
Are you
It's-
still going to like rehab for that? Hi, my
Are
name's
you-
Eric.
wait,
I'm
are
a
you-
porn
I'm a
addict.
portaholic.
Are you cleaning jerk off booths on Baltimore Street?
That is my side job.
No, that's not a bad one.
Hi, I'm
Pays
Eric.
well.
Hi, I'm Eric. I'm a porn addict.
I'm gonna clean up your cum.
It's a good thing that they have really good rubber hand gloves now.
They have health benefits yet?
No,
That's a shame.
Well,
you got to get your shots.
Well, let's talk to our president about that because I think he'd be the type of guy to
Yeah.
get behind something like
if
that.
there's one thing he stands behind, it's health benefits
Yeah.
at the jerk off booth.
Tremendous jerk off booth. We're gonna have the best.
You're gonna
jerk-off
have the
booth.
best rubber gloves.
And we're not gonna send this work outside of this country. These are not gonna be Mexicans doing this work. They're gonna be full red-blooded Americans.
I'm sick of these Russian whores.
So do you have a better story from WVU?
Nah, just. I didn't mean we never ran a 24-hour jerk-off emporium. I can't.
You didn't.
I can't. I don't know if Tom.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that.
I don't know if Tom ever did. Man, there were so many things. Do you remember, Tom? There was we had like this awful frat on campus, Sig Up, and they're all a bunch of like douchebags.
You motherfucker, that's my fraternity.
Well, you guys were the biggest douchebags on campus.
I'd say that's probably the only bad story I've heard about my fraternity.
They were
Well, yeah,
they were all the guys that
these
did
are-
like
yeah.
steroids
what
and
about
cocaine.
what about the
Cocaine and
what about the
steroids.
SAEs? I know they were there.
I don't remember.
No, we don't fucking care.
Yeah.
But the Sig Up guys were a bunch of like big steroidal douchebags. You
Mhm.
know, steroids, cocaine, all
Well,
that
that
shit.
pisses me right the fuck off.
The Jersey blowout. They all had that. Yeah, it was a requirement.
They burned their frat house down. Completely burned it to the ground. They were like doing fireworks or some shit on like I don't know, New Year's, and they had a fire. I mean, this thing was like had been there for like 75 years.
How big of a house was
Huge.
it?
It was huge. It was
Huge.
big.
What, a house like
the frat
70,
houses
80
were
guys?
huge.
Yeah, it was enormous.
big.
They burned that to the ground.
Nice.
What else?
Nice job. Nice
We-
job.
no.
Steve.
So we roomed together our freshman year, right?
Sure did.
From high school. We roomed together at this, the
Lot
dorm
of-
room
lot
that
of
was
Dutch rudders.
Oh, not even. I mean, his asshole smelled like my dick, like 24/7.
Wow, you knew
It
that.
was
All right.
disgusting.
Gross.
But so we dormed right behind that fraternity, and our maybe third week, we're in. Well, we can go ahead and say his name because it's
Yeah.
Robbie Stoltz's room.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you remember?
Oh,
him.
I remember him.
Oh yeah, started losing his hair when he was 8.
Yeah,
He
Eric
was-
Joliker.
So we're in his room, and this one guy decided to pull out his BB gun.
Oh yeah, Max.
And yeah, Max.
Drug
I don't even
addict
know what
Max.
his last name was.
Max drugs.
So he pulls out his BB gun and he starts leaning out the window, and that fraternity's having this giant party midday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday, and he's just lighting up their windows with his fucking BB gun,
picking
just
them out,
shatter-
shooting holes in them.
Blasting them. All right.
Yeah, and we're in the room just like doing other
Gay things.
Yeah, we
like
just met this guy. We're
Dutch
like, what are you
rudders.
doing?
Really. But it seemed like a good idea at the time because we're tucked away in this
We're
building.
just kids having fun.
We're 18 years old barely, and it
Dicks
was a
are
good
out.
time. So he shoots out these windows. We kind of scurry, go hiding back in our rooms, and it was probably me, you, a couple other people. We're sitting in our room right down the hall. Get this bang on the door, and it's
Oh, yeah.
8 dudes,
8
jacked
sig-ups.
up on steroids and coke. Hey, do you guys know who Robbie and who's the other guy? Matt something.
Doesn't matter.
Do you know who these people are? Nope, have no idea. They're looking all over the place for these guys.
Yeah, they wanted to beat the living
They're
shit out
sitting
of
right
him.
in our room.
Did
so
they?
so the guy who shot out the windows, he ended up leaving after like another week. He made it through West Virginia about a month.
Yeah,
was-
he
was
partied
done.
too hard.
We had a guy. We had a guy on our floor that lasted about 2 months. I don't know. It's I mean, really.
You lasted 2 months, right?
I lasted 2 years.
2 years. Lived right next to Pac-Man Jones.
I did.
Did you
Pac-Man.
now?
Yeah.
I lived next to Pac-Man Jones and Chris Henry. He actually died. He's a guy that died. He fell off the back of a car for the Bengals. Pac-Man Jones, he would go, he would come by like he'd like I didn't know who he was at first, and he'd come ripping by on like a dirt bike, with, like,
Shirtless.
yeah, shirtless, and then or he'd come in. He'd bring like this. He'd had this car. He had all these toys. He had like this big, like 68 Monte Carlo with these big 20-inch rims and choppers on it, and you can hear his system like bumping all the way. And it's like, who the fuck is this guy? It's like, oh, it's Pac-Man Jones. And the thing is, he was like a dirt poor black kid from I don't know where
Atlanta.
he was. Yeah, from Atlanta, and he's a sophomore in college with like fucking new cars, dirt bikes, all this shit. So you can't tell me these guys don't get paid when they're fucking playing. He never bothered
Things
me.
just get bought for them.
I never bothered him. Yeah, well, of course, yeah. But, you know, there's a lot of dirty pool going on in college sports. But, yeah, he was a nice we never talked. I'm glad we didn't because he probably would have just beat the shit out of me. He had a lot of issues. He had to have a chaperone when he was on the Cowboys. They had to assign a chaperone to him. Jerry Jones paid a guy to, like, just tell him it was time to go because he'd go to strip clubs and just stay there too late and get in fights and shit. He got in a fight with the guy who was his security guard who was like, look, Pac-Man, it's time to go. Like, it's 3 a.m. You got practice in the morning. And he's like, fuck you, man. I ain't going nowhere. He's like, no, literally, I'm here for your benefit. It's time to go. He got in a fight with that guy. So he's a little bit of a knucklehead, but God love him.
God love him.
Yeah, he was. I was ordering shots at. Remember Bent Willie's?
Yeah, I remember Bent Willie's.
You remember Bent Willie's?
I
Plug
remember
Bent Willie's in Morgantown.
I remember Bent Willie's.
Yeah. So I'm ordering a bunch of drinks there, and I'm waiting, and he comes up next to me. I have no idea who it is. It's like, let me get 20 shots. She goes right over to him, pours up 20 shots. I look over, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? He looks like Lil Jon. You remember that guy?
Yeah.
He just gold teeth, the hat, the dreads, everything.
He's all of about 5 foot.
And he's like 5'8" at best. And I'm like, who the that's Pac-Man Jones. He's been arrested for beating people with bats. I'm gonna let him have his shot.
I'm gonna get out of here.
You pussed right the fuck out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Plus, we had a
Kick
game.
his ass, Seabass.
We had a game, so I didn't want to.
You didn't want to
beat
him
him up
yeah,
too
you
bad.
didn't want to hurt him.
Yeah.
There was a time, West Virginia. That was the advent of West Virginia football. They had been really bad for like 20 years, and when we got there, they were just getting better, and they started winning games and upsetting teams. And there was one game there. I'll tell you about 2 games. There was one I think against Virginia Tech at home.
Oh yeah.
Is that the one where they pepper sprayed everybody?
Yeah. Virginia Tech was ranked 3. West Virginia was right
had,
out, maybe in the top 30.
Who they had? They had like Lee Suggs and like Kevin Jones and all those guys.
Vic was
really
already
good.
gone the year before.
Yeah, but
they were
good.
still really good.
So we upset them. We were like unranked. We beat them. We're like
28-7.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they're like, don't rush the field before the game. They're just like, do not rush the field.
Yeah, right.
But we're like, we're gonna rush. It's part of fucking the pageantry of college football. Like you're gonna rush the field, right? So. We win. Everybody's rushing the field. Tom and I are running
Except
down
me.
on the field.
No. Except me.
Well, Alvary and Robbie get onto the field, and I have like one leg over to get onto the field, and then I start to look down, and it was like a fucking. The cops are just unloading pepper spray on these fucking kids. They're beating them with billy clubs, beating the shit out of them. The photo on the school paper the next day was a kid like crouched down, like covering the back of his head, and a cop with his hand up and the billy club
Just
up, like ready to just ready to pound him.
Like you slapping me in the chest.
Yes, but the kid, ready to hit this kid in the head, and like the captions like too much excess force or like some shit.
I go to the bathroom with like a minute left in the game. I come out and everyone's gone.
Right.
The stadium's empty. I'm like,
out.
where the fuck is everyone? I look down and the field is just chaos. I'm like, I should just stay here maybe.
It was it was the best move. Yeah, I almost jumped in right in to get my ass
you were
kicked.
right about at that point of no return.
Literally like a foot over the wall, ready to jump down. Like
You're
nope,
like,
nope, slowly back away.
Retraction.
And
Nice.
then so the other one that season was an away game, and we beat Miami. And this was the Miami team with like Ken Dorsey, Kellen Winslow.
Kevin Winslow. Was it Winslow?
Kellen Winslow Jr.
Yeah.
All the Christ, who's the McGahee probably maybe. A really good Miami, one of these great Miami teams. And they were number 2, 3, 4, one of those.
And they won because Winslow caught that first down on 4th down.
Yeah. Yep.
10-yard pass, reached up.
So
we're ready to light it all on fire.
We beat them. We beat them all.
Light the whole town on fire.
We did. So we beat them. We run out into the streets, and the entire town is like rioting. There's a town or a street called High Street, go figure, in West Virginia, and it's like almost like one of those hills in San Francisco. It's super steep.
Straight up.
It's where all the frat houses are. And what was the ones? What's the other one? Carl's brother was in. What's that other frat? Kappa Alpha.
Sucka Dicka.
Kappa Alpha or whatever.
Kappa Alpha. Yeah.
So there's a bonfire in the middle of the street, and these frat guys are marching couches out, just throwing couches,
foosball tables,
foosball tables.
Well, that's a damn
fucking
shame.
chairs. This fire is going 20, 30, 40 feet high.
The next
And
day,
the fire
hey, you wanna sit on the
department.
couch?
Yeah.
No, we burned
the fire
it.
department would
police.
show up.
Yeah.
And
Put it
just
out.
watch it.
Well, no. This is what happened. The fire. I don't know if you remember this. Fire department police are coming. They're going, disperse, because this flame's getting way too high, and we're like, we're not going anywhere. And so the fire department's unloading the fire hose on the fucking crowd.
They're not putting the fire out. They're putting the crowd
getting
out.
the crowd out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I took a hose to the face.
Yeah.
And not the
Nice.
cool kind.
It was nuts.
You liked it.
But that was typical. It was one of those big
I had a
time
philosophy
college
test the
sports
next
towns.
day. Got a C on it.
I'm not surprised by
Yeah.
that. You would have
Passed.
gotten a C on it anyways.
That's right.
Hate to break that to you.
There were some good times at West Virginia.
All right, I think it's time for a break, gentlemen.
That's fine. I'll tell you about the time I caught Tom masturbating when you get back.
All right.
it's a good one.
And when we come back, we have movie quote madness, and
For the one listener.
and we have a
Eric
little,
Fraser.
we have to talk about the Christmas party that Stefan and I went to this past Friday.
We went to a Christmas
the
party.
Enzi's Christmas party,
Hey-o.
and a whole bunch of bag of fun things to talk about. So we'll be right back.
Aren't you having any breakfast?
I'm not in the mood.
What are you looking at?
Oh, the silent majesty of a winter's morn, the clean, cool chill of the holiday air, and an asshole in his bathrobe emptying a chemical toilet into my sewer.
Shitter was full!
Ah, yeah. You checked our shitters, honey?
Clark, please. He doesn't know any better.
You ought to know it's illegal. It's a storm sewer. If it fills with gas, I pity the person who lights a match within 10 yards of it.
Merry Christmas! Shitter was full!
Hey, doll, it's Christmas time again. You want to go over to Hamden and see the lights on 34th Street?
Nah, hon, I seen them last year. I think I want to go someplace different. Know what I mean?
Yeah, Falmer's beautiful this time of year, but I've seen it all too.
Hey, I got an idea.
What's that?
Let's go home. Over Cliff Bernie.
The icicle lights are hanging on the houses all through town.
Just the same as they was last year. No one never takes them down.
There's a herd of them mechanical reindeers on everybody's lawn.
There'll be a power surge on the eastern grid when they turn them suckers on.
It's Christmas in Glen Burnie.
Richie highways all aglow. And I know I'm winning when I see the chrome of the used cars all in a row.
Hey, every door is covered with artificial snow.
When it's Christmas in Glen Burnie, Glen Burnie's where I wanna go.
Yeah, look over there, look at that.
There's a giant blow-up Frosty in almost every yard.
Plastic bells and holly line B&A Boulevard.
Marley Creek is frozen, and my above-ground pool is too.
The honeybee is humming. That's where I'll be meeting you when it's Christmas in Glen Burnie. Crane highways trimmed with care. They're smiling down at the DMV, and that's a sight so rare. From the mall to Dunkin' Donuts, there's something in the air. Hear you, it's Christmas in Glen Burnie. Don't you wish that you was there?
Hey, looky, hon, that's where Eagles used to be. Oh, and Owens used to be.
And Ridge was over there on that corner, hon. New Glen, remember that?
How can I forget? It's where you kissed me the first time.
I thought it was the old Glen.
Nah.
Richie Drive-In?
Nah, the new Glen. I love you, hon, but not as much as I love Glen Burnie. Merry Christmas, Glen Burnie.
Christmas without you. Oh, it feels so blue. It just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. It won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas up right. But I'll ever be a blue Christmas. Oh, baby, I'll miss you. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas up right. But I'll ever be a blue Christmas.
Was that my lie?
Back. And we're back.
And we're back. Are we really?
Yep.
Oh,
And we're
shit.
back.
Shitter was full.
And we're back.
Best transition we've ever had.
Wow, we're all like just getting our
Best transit. Why does it sound so weird? Why do I sound so bassy?
Are you bitching?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
baby.
bass in your voice.
I feel like I don't hear it in the headphones. I feel like I hear it outside the headphones.
Oh,
Maybe I should turn these speakers down.
Yeah, maybe.
There
Have
we
a
go.
blue Christmas.
All right, let's go ahead and kick off the movie quote madness.
All right.
Let's cue that movie quote madness music. So for those new listeners, we have a movie
wait.
quote.
Music?
We are live, right? We're happening.
What
This
is
happening?
music?
You know, we have a soundtrack, like a song we play when you do this.
It was all queued up.
I think it's the Jeopardy theme song.
Oh, okay.
Mike's asleep. Mike fell asleep.
He fell asleep at the director board. All right, so for those new listeners, we do a movie quote during the show, and we entice our listeners, live and playbacks, to provide the answers for prizes.
Yeah, if they win this week, they get to give us 4 tickets to a Ravens game.
I like it. I like it a lot. So last week we had the
that totally exempts Kim.
So last week, yeah, we had our live listener, not Ziz. But we love you, Kim. Thanks for tuning in.
I like you a lot, Kim. I don't know if I love you.
You won it. You won it. And the movie quote was, "Yeah, but I shoot with this hand." And that is Jim in Blazing Saddles. So good job, Kim. We have a T-shirt waiting for you.
Way to Google.
Mike is going to be wearing it.
You have to,
and you're
you
gonna
have to come and get it.
You're going to have to come and get it.
Get
You
it,
have to
baby.
peel it off of Mike's very lubed up body.
Eric, Tommy, and I are all going to sign it with our dicks.
Booyah!
I'm not gonna do that.
How's that possible? How do you do that?
You
Maddie-
just pee on it?
That was easy.
Sure. I think it's open on however you choose to do it.
Oh, okay. Great.
It's artist's
That's good to know.
Artist's interpretation.
Exactly. Precisely. So this week, I've got a long one, and I'm trying to ease it up a little bit.
Wow. Well,
Great.
you never have before.
Movie snack.
Like Scoob.
Like zoinks.
Like zoinks.
Oh my God, that's great. All right, so this week is
Look out, Mike O'Mara.
Here we go.
And Tom,
Yes.
don't
Yes.
get excited
I won't.
and yell it out because you're not allowed to. Can you turn his mic down just to prevent?
Don't turn my mic. Please don't turn my mic down.
I think you should.
I have no
All right.
snare in my headphones.
I can edit. I can edit.
Here's the
fucks it up.
The quote is, "I only came here to do 2 things: kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer."
I thought you were going to do the original quote, which was, I have come here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
No.
Do you know what movie that's from?
Almost out of ass.
Do you know what movie that's
Drawing
from?
a blank on.
Do you, Tom? Do you, Mike? Mike, you know.
So if
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
There you go. The movie is They Live.
Well, okay.
I think Jeff Walkley
Wait,
knows
what?
that.
They Live.
Something tells me Jeff knows that.
I don't even know that.
Who
movie.
said it, Mike? Do you know who said it?
That came from a game.
Oh, well, that was Duke Nukem.
Thank you.
That was Duke Nukem. I know
Jeff
that.
Walkley knows that.
But that was lifted from the 1988 film They Live, starring, you guessed it, Roddy Piper, taking it back to my WWE roots.
WWE full
That was back,
circle.
That was back when it was WWF.
Yes, and you had the WCW up in there too.
Goddamn right, Sting.
It was like this. It was like
Rocking a stinger splash.
fist.
Maybe a fucking scorpion deathlock. Get off me, Tom.
Blow it out your ass.
Yeah.
So the first one to post that for live listener is Twitter page, and for
Do the quote again. Do the quote again.
Kim's on her way to get her T-shirt.
Hell yeah.
Let's hear it one more time.
Hold on. And then the first to post it from our playback listeners on Facebook will win. And the quote is, "I only came here to do 2 things: kick some ass and drink some beer.
And I'm all out of ass.
Looks like we're almost out of beer."
Oh.
Tom's ass.
Yeah. Do you know what it is, Tom?
I don't.
Wow, I'm shocked. I thought I made that pretty easy. The last...
I'm being flushed down the toilet.
Is that the sound effect of an upper decker happening?
Yes.
Gross.
So what did I say? Oh yeah, we got to talk about our holiday party we went to on Friday.
Oh man, I have one thing top of mind that I want to talk about at that party.
Do it up.
This is
Backstory,
also.
yeah.
We went to
Backstory.
this party. It was at Silo Point. Tom used to live
Oh,
down
that
there.
yeah, I used to live.
It was
right
on
behind
what
that.
was that? What was the lounge there? The balcony.
Sky Lounge.
Sky
It was on like
Lounge or
the
something?
19th
Real swanky,
floor.
real swanky.
Real nice.
Tom used to
Real
live
nice.
on Andre Street. He used to live right down the street from Silo Point.
No, it was right behind it.
Well,
yeah.
right behind-
I
yeah.
was part of the rich crowd. I was part of it.
Which Ravens?
I was
were in
part
there?
of the renting part. The renting.
Was
the,
Oh,
the
so you
rich
were
rental.
really respected by the homeowners.
Yes, they
Was-
did not like my dog Peanut shitting all over their property.
Was Suggs in there?
Supposed to clean
Yeah,
it up.
he
Suggs
had
was
his
in there when you were there?
his 27th birthday party when I first moved down there. I think
T-Sizzle.
It was
That was a
me
long time ago.
yeah, and we just me and I think it was Robbie Stoltz. We
Oh.
were roommates. We sat out back on our deck with a cooler of beer and just watched the
party?
Suggs party go by as we screamed, white trash obscenities at them.
Go Ravens.
Yeah, get in there where the party is.
55. T-Sizzle.
Yeah. Hey, hey.
This story is great,
Hey,
by the way.
hey, hey, you. No,
let's get back to the party.
Oh, I just know Tom lived down there.
No, I know.
Yeah, I just lived down there.
That's probably where the party was. It's
Where
probably
the party
at the Sky
was.
Lounge. But T-Sizzle lived
Probably.
in there.
Oh, we
So-
weren't allowed up. We were too white trash.
They had food and booze provided at this party. Real classy party. Chris and Sarah Enzi, the Enzis.
Oh yes, we
great,
love you.
Great people.
Fantastic hosts.
Great people.
With the mosts.
Both of them very sexy, great, good-looking, great, rich,
Fine-looking.
delicious people.
Mm-hmm.
Chris has a boat. I've
Yeah,
been
he
on
does.
Oh
it.
yeah, that sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've been on it. So they had Tom. They had bacon on a stick
Oh,
at this party.
God.
So I grabbed it and I took a bite of it and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this ain't your ordinary bacon.
No, it ain't.
This bacon was just drenched in brown sugar
And then
it was-
broiled.
and it was broiled on there, so it had like a little crisp
like
to it.
Crisp and like a little bit of caramelization.
Tom, I ate upwards of
Probably
60
ate-
pieces.
You probably ate a
of this
pound of
bacon.
bacon,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
And there was one piece of bacon on each stick, so he was doing some damage.
I just kept going back,
and he
and
kept looking
trying
at
to-
me. He kept looking at me, going, "I'm going for more bacon."
I just kept trying to act like it wasn't. It was, or like I wasn't there each time. Like, oh hey, you guys still
Is
standing
this
here?
where the bacon is?
Finally,
I've never tried bacon.
Finally, we just camped out next to the veggie tray and just kept going and getting bacon and bringing it back over to the veggie tray.
Oh, is it good?
And it was real drippy.
Wow,
It was drippy.
They had this lobster mac and cheese with
was
like
top of the
actual
notch.
fucking big ass lobster in it.
I wonder.
It was
What
so
was
good.
what was our friend's name there? Was it Kevin? The one-
Scotty Caskell. Tom.
Scotty.
You remember
was there.
Scotty
Yeah,
Caskell?
I remember. Middle school. He went to Pine Grove.
Yeah, he was talking about Rob. He called Rob Warnell while we were there.
Did he say Robbie Well?
Robbie Webb?
Did
Go
he say
give Party
Robbie Well?
Rob. He calls him Party Rob.
He is Party Rob.
Yeah, it's still Party Rob, evidently. He goes, if I need to get out one night and party, get my fix.
Wait. Did Caskell get that accent?
Yes, this is how Scotty Caskell talks.
Holy Constantine.
He was there with his wife, who works with Eric at Care First, and it's like this schwanky party. And Scotty's a really nice guy. He's like very blue collar, and he's like totally fish out of water at this party. He gets all fucked up. Wait, his wife, he comes up to Eric and me at one point. He's like, "Hey, would you guys mind pouring me a drink?" We're like, "Why? Like the bar's right here." He's like, "Yeah, my wife cut me off."
He was having a good old time.
We'd been there for like an hour. He was just all fucked up. He was pouring because you can pour your own drinks. He's pouring
Oh,
these
it's just
fucking
wide open.
Tito's and sodas or
Oh, yeah.
your Cokes that are fucking like 80% Tito's.
I mean, that's Parkville. I mean,
That's
just how
the
Parkville
heat of
does
the
it.
city.
Yeah.
You know, that's our homeland, the land of milk and honey.
Yeah.
the house
The
that
land
Sonny
of
built.
milk and honey.
But yeah, no, it was a fantastic party. We
Yeah,
ate
so we had a really
shitload of
good
bacon,
time.
bacon covered in brown sugar.
I
It
had
was-
some bacon covered in deep fried bacon in
Whoa,
Norfolk,
whoa.
Virginia.
Bacon covered
Deep
in
fried bacon.
What's it? What's it battered in?
Does it have
I
a
don't know
batter?
what you batter. Like, what would you batter? Deep fried chicken.
I mean,
That'd
it
be
was
like
like chicken
that'd be like
batter.
egg and flour. And
Yeah, all that
and
on
seasoned
bacon.
crumbs, breadcrumbs.
On bacon, and then they put it into a cup. It was
Whoa.
5 strips of bacon. It looked like deep fried chicken bacon in a cup in Norfolk, Virginia.
That sounds really good.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing.
I could
Yeah.
have bacon on anything. I could have it on ice cream.
Oh yeah, you can't. I mean, it just makes anything good.
That brown
could be a
sugar
turd
bacon.
wrapped in bacon, and it would be pretty edible.
Bingo.
That's pushing it. I don't think I'd eat shit.
Well, I would.
What if it was deep fried?
Maybe.
with
He would-
bacon?
he would.
No,
He
maybe.
would.
No, maybe.
You know, in Iowa, at the Iowa Fair, they started deep frying
Baked
sticks of
bacon.
butter.
The Iowa Fair.
Just deep throwing a stick, put a stick of butter on a stick, deep fry that bitch. Boom.
And
Eat it.
people eat that?
Yeah.
What? That's the most unhealthy thing I've ever heard.
Deep fried stick of butter.
Wow.
It's the Iowa Fair, dude.
That's the Iowa way.
Yeah, they eat
We're
great.
Iowa.
They
We
eat
love
great out there.
baseball. We like braising
Pork-
corn. We like
pork.
eating deep fried bacon or deep fried butter.
Child porn and deep fried butter. That's what we.
Where did child porn come into
I
that?
just probably so. It's in there.
Which, by the way, the leaves of corn are a vegetable.
That's
Okay.
great. They're
Corn
leaves.
is a
Corn. The
That's
yellow
vegetable. Thank you, Tom.
part is a grain, aka the grass.
No, a grain's not a grass.
And the stalk and the leaf are the vegetable.
A grain is a grain. It's not a grass. Grain is grain.
Grass
Like
makes
wheat.
grain.
Like wheat is grain.
Wheat is a grass.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Wheat's not grass. Wheat is wheat. It's a grain.
It's not in its own category.
Wait, so when you're having like a wheat cereal or you're eating cream of wheat, you're eating grass?
Cream of what?
Cream of wheat.
cream of who?
Cream of wheat. Cream of wheat, Brad.
Well, the
Brad,
listener
cream of wheat.
Ryan Michaels said to tell Stefan, if you eat the stalks and the leaves of corn, then you can call it a vegetable.
Who is this?
But if you eat the fucking yellow part, then it's a grain, aka grass.
No, a grain is not a grass. It's a grain.
You take drugs, Danny? Every day.
Who is this that said this?
Ryan Michael.
Ryan
Who the
Michael.
fuck
Who's
is
Ryan
that?
Michael?
He's a listener. He's chiming in.
I'll tell you something, Ryan Michael. A grain and a grass are not the same thing. You want to get to the clinical level. You want to take this down to a microscopic,
you just lit the
small
fire
level
now.
where organisms and atoms are being split. You want to talk down in the dirty weeds. We're not talking about grass. We're talking about grains. Grains of paradise. Grains are not grass. Grass is not grain. Grain and wheat are two different things.
I want to know why I can chew up corn, and then it looks the exact same when I shit it out.
Because I can tell you why.
I chewed it up.
Because your stomach.
Why is it back in
All right,
its
Yeah, why isn't
original
it? Hey,
form?
wait, let me ask you this.
did you
Why
wa-
isn't it just a big strand of grass, Eric?
Yeah.
Well, think about it. When a dog eats grass and they take a shit, you still see it.
Yeah, when my dog
Corn,
eats
you eat corn.
rubber off my gloves,
You
it
eat,
takes
you
a
eat
shit and I still
corn
see
and
it.
you take a shit and it looks just like it, and they're both grass. That's why.
Yeah, but it goes back to its original form. I chew it up
Because corn
and
is
it goes
magical.
back into a kernel as it passes through my body.
It doesn't go back. It doesn't change.
It does. You should look at my shit sometime.
I look at my own shit.
Well, you should
and
look at mine.
after Chipotle, and
Should
that's a
look at my
plug.
shit.
That was a plug for Chipotle.
I had this guy at work one time reach under and show me his poop.
Oh,
it was gross.
What'd you
So
do?
you had-
What'd you do?
I threw up.
Did you lick it?
I threw up on
You got to
it.
talk about this in your Alan Rickman impression, though.
I was looking. Yankee, is this the Yankee cowboy? I was looking at Tom's shit.
It was a mighty shit.
So, what is the lowest amount you would suck a dick for, Tom?
$3.09.
That was my topic. I got in this debate the other day with a couple of friends.
Master debate.
Or
I got in this debate.
8 bits of string.
All right, look,
I don't
it's sort
care.
of Tom. This is sort of what it boiled down to. A guy, a friend of mine,
Tom Boyle.
poses this question.
It's Bull, not Boyle.
Tom
he
Boyle.
goes, look, would you fully take a cock into your mouth, suck it to completion, and suck it to completion for $10 million? And initially I went, no.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then I
would.
started thinking about it.
$10 million.
And I thought,
oh, fuck yeah.
wait, I thought to myself, here's my logic, because I'll ask you guys, I'll open it up to you in a second. I got to think about it, and I was like,
There's no
I said, I have a daughter, right? And I could set her up for life by sucking it. And it's almost like Fear Factor,
That's
right?
awful that's how you had to logically apply
Well,
that.
but then I got to
brought
thinking-
your
It's
daughter.
not. It's doing what you need to do for your family.
Right, and then I got to think, it's like Fear Factor,
Fucking
right?
faggot.
All the shit people eat on Fear
$10
Factor.
million you had to think about that?
It's like Fear. Well, and then I got to thinking. What sort of example am I setting for my daughter? Because
Nicely done.
then the example is do anything for money,
For
right?
college fund.
That's it.
Now she's working.
She doesn't
at
have
the
to
wagon
know.
wheel
No,
to
she
pay for
does.
college.
Here was
What
the
is she,
caveat.
2?
Here was the caveat of the event, by the way. It's
Let's go eat a
televised.
goddamn snack.
The event is televised, okay? And then he turned it into this. He said it's a competition. Now think about this.
Oh.
What if it's a competition and it's like Fear Factor, okay? And like Joe Rogan's on there and Bob Costas, all right?
Joe Buck.
Joe Buck. Okay, so then listen.
Wait,
so there's
can we get Rogan out of there?
Wait,
He's terrible.
there's
He's a
a ch-
terrible comedian.
There's a chance you
He's
lose.
horrible.
There's a chance you lose. Okay, and you get nothing.
Oh,
it's
no.
televised, and then but it's not like gratuitous. They're like showing two guy's face. And
do you have more tequila?
So you suck them to completion, and you get them off first. You win. You win $10 million. You don't. You lose, and you just sucked a dick on live TV. Okay. Would you do it? Would you participate?
That's a
knowing
whole
the
different ball
consequences?
game.
So there's the risk that you partake, you fail, you sucked a dick for nothing
on national
TV.
television.
On national television.
There's no network that would air that.
Oh, it's
though.
going to be on. So we'll say it's ABC, just for shits and
Well,
giggles.
the Family Channel.
Yeah, and look, and so
right
and
after
so
Full House?
they're not
It'll
gonna
be on,
like they're not gonna actually show it. There's gonna be like camera views where they like show the one guy's face, right, and maybe like a view from behind, and then we'll live stream something online where it's got like
I
a
love the view
gratuitous
from behind, by the way.
Yeah, like a gratuitous.
I mean, when
shaft.
it's just
What
the head,
about-
you can't see the cock, but it's just the head, and it's just bobbing.
I'd do it on the Hallmark Channel.
So the question is, you know, would you risk it? Would you do it without it being sure money? Because it was easy for me to
Ooh,
say,
yeah.
you know what, Fear Factor, I think I'd do it for $10 million.
Yeah.
That's gay.
But not. I
Now
don't
it's
know.
a competition.
Now as a competition, that's a game changer there. That'd be a hard call.
I'd
I'd have to know who I was up
I don't even want
against.
to be
If I was
a
up
part of
against
this
Tom, I
topic.
would say absolutely not because I know he's gonna fucking win that.
Why? Because I know a good cocksucker.
You're despicable.
I was thinking I'd bet on myself. I think I'd do. I mean, I got some pretty nice lips. You know, as a male.
Yeah, you have nice lips.
Yeah, these are very full. I think I could bring someone to completion fairly quickly.
Yeah, but man,
Well,
it
I mean,
depends
I think
on
you-
who's
I think you
receiving.
did.
It have to be a porn star that could perform under that kind of pressure, though.
Maybe.
A lot of pressure.
That's an added wrinkle.
Well, who's the recipient of
Rob
the
Gronkowski.
cocksucking?
Rob Gronkowski.
Is it, are we? Do we got
Pre or
9
post
virgins
package
lined
or-
Wait,
up?
and
Do
Rob
we have-
and a celebrity. What'll be a celebrity? And they'll
Rob,
choose.
Rob Gronkowski, 6'7", 270.
Yeah, it's not
of
gonna be
cock
easy.
in your mouth.
It's not going to be easy. All right, it's not. This is not good. I'm not your kid.
It's
you will
an
not enjoy
amateur
this.
hour.
And then Gronkowski will make like a donation to a charity of his choice, like the Children's Hospital of
For every
Boston.
time he comes in your mouth.
I'd like to know. I'd like to know the charity that would be like, yeah, we want that money.
The Children's Hospital of Boston.
Why would you take? if I were your charity, I'd take everything I can get.
I guess, like Mike said, no, bad publicity is good publicity. Or what
All
did you say?
publicity
All
is good
publicity is
publicity.
What did you
So
say?
what-
There's no bad publicity.
Would you do it?
I don't know.
For how much?
$10 million, tax free.
Tax free.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You ain't gonna take 45%?
No, you get to keep all of it.
Oh my goodness! Hell yeah!
No,
Peanuts.
wait, no. You
That's
get to keep all of it.
45% more cum on my face.
If you win, you get to keep all of it.
Yeah. if
Oh,
you
I'd
would.
win. I'm a competitive motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do it. What kind of? That's
That's a-
gay, dude. That's fucking gay.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't either. I was just it's hypothetical.
I'm just asking for a friend.
you seen my?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, that's
Eric,
fine.
would you
It's
do
just
it?
I wouldn't do it.
Would you
I don't-
compete?
I don't think I would.
How much money would it take for you to compete? $100 million?
You
Set
know
for
that
life and so are your children.
there is in a capitalistic
It's not worth it to try
society.
to-
There's a price for everything.
Yeah, it's like the $1 Million Man always said. WWF. Everybody's got a price.
Well,
By the way,
everyone
Trump
has a
just
price.
named him.
Wait,
Trump
time
just
out.
named him Secretary of State.
I've got an additional wrinkle. Wait, who?
I thought it was Rudy Giuliani.
No, $1 Million
Who's
Man.
pretty,
Ted,
in, pretty
$1
much
Million
in outer space right now.
$1 Million Man Ted DiBiase is the new Secretary of State.
Oh.
Go ahead, Eric. Sorry.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
It's all
Yeah.
right.
Oh wait, no, I got a question. Are you allowed to jerk them off too?
Yeah, Eric.
No, that's cheating.
If you want to.
That's cheating.
Hey, are you allowed to stick your elbow in his ass?
No, no funny business behind. You can't cheat. This is all based on your oral ability.
I'm just going by what I watch on porn. So there's a lot
No.
of hand action, a lot of a lot
Eric,
of
you
hand
can't
action.
you can't use anything from your 24-hour porn emporium college days that got fucking Clockwork Orange burned into your retinas.
I don't know, man. I don't know. 100 million, I might be on the fence. But
I'll
it's
tell-
hard to do. It's hard to say it without that actual presented to you. like on a platter, saying, "If this
Cock on a
happened-"
platter.
Look, it's a simple question. Would you suck a dick for $100 million with the
Would
chance
you
that
do
wouldn't
it?
get it?
I don't think I could do it.
For your own
For your daughter? For your for your kid that's on the way? For your wife?
Well-
for Mike and I?
If I want it, then yes.
Oh, you'd win. We'd trade.
You're a triathlete.
Right. This from
You're
our
going to be a
competitive
quadrathlete.
So
yeah, my
that's a-
competitive triathlete over
so
here
that's
won't
a-
suck a dick for $100 million. Get out of here.
That's the thing, is there's a lot of training involved.
Running,
in that sort of
swimming,
thing.
biking, and sucking dick.
and sucking dick.
I know how much time goes into training for a triathlon, and boy, that's a lot of dick sucking there.
Is this episode safe for work, you think?
I don't think so.
What is no?
Has anyone ever been?
Yeah, good.
We
good
put
point.
it way deep into the episode, though, so the true listeners are only going to listen this far in. So.
Is it because I'm the guest?
No. I'm going to say no.
All right, here.
Maybe.
Try, how about this one? You're locked in a cell. Okay. Terrorist
Again?
Terrorist
All right.
comes up to you, opens the door, and says, "Listen, I'm either gonna make you suck my dick, or I'm gonna chop your right hand off. What'll it be? What do you do?"
A terrorist? So is it
It's a
one
dirty,
of the Muslim,
it's a dirty
the Muslim variety?
terrorist. His ball hair looks like his beard. I mean, it's fucking down to his knees. Now you lose
Wait, so you're blowing a guy to keep your right hand?
to keep your hand. What do you
to
do?
keep your dominant hand?
Yes, you're like Jamie Lannister.
You know, I learned to play
He's-
ping pong left-handed
So
when I had my right hand
That's
in
a
the
great
cast.
story, but that
I
doesn't
don't.
mean
I don't care about my right hand.
so
Are you
would get your-
left-handed?
No, I'm right-handed,
You'd
but I
have your
could
hand-
play better ping pong left-handed.
Because you play a shitload of ping pong in your
Ah,
life.
you
You
right
still
now.
do a lot with one hand. I wouldn't be as good a video game player, and I like playing video games a lot, so I think I'd probably suck a dick. Eric,
I mean, if it had to do with my hand and we were in prison, then
you're losing your hand or you're sucking a dick.
I'd
Which is
probably
it?
suck a dick.
You gonna keep your hands?
Yeah, I keep my hands.
Mike,
I, for the record, would keep my hand and not suck the dick.
Mike,
Take a hand.
you're gonna take the hand off?
Wow.
He won't do it. It's too manly. He drives a tow truck.
go
We
I
do it
can
here.
drive a truck with one hand.
That's right.
Well,
now you
speaking-
can't shift.
Well,
You're gonna be like Jim Abbott back for the fucking Yankees.
I'll do it.
Putting your glove on your hand. Do you
I'll do
remember
it.
that guy? You remember how amazing
Wait.
he was,
Dude,
by the way?
he was amazing. He
What's
was
the dick look
absolutely
like?
amazing.
It's big.
Never mind.
It's gross. It's hairy. It's gross. and
Like
big.
a big rotten banana.
No.
Yeah. Do you remember Jim Abbott, Eric, the pitcher? I feel like some of
The
our
name
younger
is
listeners.
really familiar.
He
Where-
was
who
a-
did he play for?
He was a
Fucking
one-handed pitcher.
Yankees.
He was a one-handed pitcher for the Yankees, and he had like a stump that he would like keep his glove on. He'd pitch and take it off
Switch
and
it.
stick it real fast on his hand so he could. It was amazing.
That's
and
how
he
I
was
played
good.
ping pong.
And he was really good.
That's how I played ping pong. I'd
I'm
serve
sure
right-handed
I've got
and
his.
switch.
I've got some of his baseball cards. I'm pretty sure of it.
Pretty sure I got some of his
Pretty sure.
baseball
And
cards.
They're probably
Sure I was
worth. They're probably
masturbating
worth
to
a
them.
whole 5 cents. Right
I like
about
the
now.
drunker you get, the more Iowa you get. You know, I got some of his baseball cards somewhere. I can dig them
In
up.
my
That's more.
ass.
It's more Eastern Shore, Maryland coming in there. Whatever. All right, so since we're talking about sucking dicks, what did you have to say about Tom Cruise? You had that. You had that
Been
on.
sucking dick since
You had that on your
1985.
list.
Yeah, did you see the trailer for the Mummy? The new Mummy trailer?
No.
No, I haven't.
Looks like
What is the Mummy?
they're rebooting
Please
the
tell
Mummy.
us.
They're doing a so they took Brendan Fraser out. And
They're
they put in Tom.
Thank God. And you know who needs to come out of the next movie?
Tell us.
Which one would be?
Nicolas Cage. Whatever movie he's in next, we're gonna take them out.
I think he's my favorite actor of all time.
Shut the fuck up.
Because he's just so bad.
He's so terrible.
Machine, love your work.
He's so bad. His face makes me want
He's
to kill
so bad,
myself.
it's great.
Did you see the failed the movie about the failed Superman, or the documentary about the failed Superman movie?
No.
Where he was going to be Superman. It's called The Death of Superman Lives. Tim Burton. Listen, it got to 3/4 of the way through production. You got to watch this documentary. Tim Burton, who directed like Batman and all his creepy ass movies,
and the
Edward
other
Scissorhands.
Batman.
They were making a movie called Superman Lives, and Nicolas Cage was cast as Superman, and he's got like this long, like wavy hair and like the chest hair popping out. It's absurd. You
I fucking hate him.
You have to check it out.
I hate Nicolas
Easy,
Cage.
easy.
I hate him.
Tyler.
I'm sorry. Just don't talk. Let's not talk.
No.
Next topic.
So what's
So
what's
speaking
happening
of-
is Universal's rebooting all the classic monster movies, the Mummy, the Wolfman, Dracula,
Monster Mash.
and they're gonna do like a shared universe like Marvel's doing with Iron Man and Thor and Captain America. So they're going to do each of these individual monster movies, and then do one like where they're all in it together. And The Mummy is the first of the reboots, and it's they did it on The Walking Dead last night. They showed the trailer, and Tom Cruise and Russell Crowe are in it. It's this big budget. It looks like a big budget action flick with the Mummy. So they're rebooting The Mummy, and I don't like it.
So Brendan Fraser's not in it.
No.
Okay, great. I might consider it.
No, it looks a little more serious in tone.
God, speaking of documentaries, I watched one. I had it in my notes. I can't find it, but I watched it. It was on John McAfee.
Who's that?
Or McAfee?
The receiver from the Broncos?
No, the McAfee. Remember McAfee or I don't know how the fuck you say it, but it's
Pat
the
McAfee.
McAfee.
Peyton Manning.
No, McAfee.
The punter from the
it's
Colts.
not sports, you fuckers. It's,
the punter. He's a comedian.
Yeah, we know who you're talking about.
Do you know about that guy? The punter is the comic.
He's great. He's a great punter.
For
That's
the Colts?
not who I was talking about.
Pat McAfee?
He's 6'1", about 220 now.
He's a comic. He does open mics and like hundreds of people go.
Yeah, that's
we gotta
what you're
book
talking
him.
Well, he's got a great way to get following.
We gotta
He's probably
book him.
terrible.
We got to book him. Who
All right.
cares? He's the punter for the Colts.
Okay, we'll do that. Let's put a pin in that. But back to my topic of
Pat McAfee.
John McAfee. He was the one that invented the antivirus software back in the day.
Oh, the McAfee antivirus.
Yeah, the guy he ran for president this past election, and he actually made it kind of a long ways. But the whole thing was called Gringo was the name of this thing where
Get the Gringo with Mel
he
Gibson.
moved and bought property down in not Aruba, Belize, and created his own little gang down there. He murdered multiple people, and there's evidence.
How many people's multiple people?
2.
That is
a lot
more
of
than
people.
one.
The minimum.
Technically more than one.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Can we
that's
turn all the lights off and just have the room be lit by the Pink Floyd sign? Sorry.
It doesn't show up on video, by the way. It just looks white. White.
I just think it would look cool in here for us.
Racist.
All right. we're running off the tracks here.
Go ahead.
I lost my notes.
You were talking about the Gringo.
But no, it was about he basically had he had two pieces of property down there, and there was a dude that was in one of the gangs, and he basically he paid some people to rough him up. Well, they ended up accidentally killing him, and then he took his gang that he built inland and brought him back to his house on the beach, and he had some like guard dogs, and they were just kind of running.
What kind of dogs were they?
I don't know. They were just
Canines.
stray type dogs.
You think they were pit bulls?
From what it showed on TV, they were not pit bulls.
Well, could you identify the dogs, please?
They were just mutts.
If they were
mutts. Oh, now they don't matter.
Wait, you would have noticed they were pit bulls because they would have been bald with sunglasses and black gloves on. Go and picture me, man, in a Kodak.
But his neighbor would like walk the beach that he was on was like a public beach, and his neighbor had to walk past his house to go to the bar. And the dogs were running free, and he went up to his property, and he was just like, hey, man, could you just kind of get the dogs under control? And he, like, pulled out a shotgun. He's like, get the fuck off my property.
That son of a bitch.
So the guy basically retaliated and poisoned his dogs.
Oh, no. Pitbull.
So McAfee basically put a hit on him and had him murdered in his home.
Pat McAfee from the Colts?
John!
Yes, Pat McAfee from the Colts. Have you seen his hairstyle? Of course.
He's a comic. We should book him.
Yes, it was Pat McAfee. For fuck's sake.
All right. We're done with this. We're done with this story.
That was a good story, though. I'll watch the documentary. It's called Gringo.
Yeah. The story of John
sounds
McAfee.
Interesting.
He did this and then came back and then rebuilt his name and then ran for president. He ran against Gary Johnson as a
Gary Johnson
libertarian.
has the brain size of a cockatiel.
Is Gary Johnson the guy that faked the stroke for marijuana?
Cockatoo.
Did he? I don't remember. I think he
I'd
did.
like
Yeah.
There's like a panel he was on. The one senator, the one woman was like, and smoking marijuana would put you at higher risk of heart attack and stroke. And he was sitting next to her. He's like, and just fell over.
What is Aleppo?
That was Gary Johnson. But this guy was running against him.
Mad respect for Gary Johnson.
What is Aleppo?
That was funny.
All right. I'd say we're going to wrap it up here this eve. We've got a handful of topics that we're going to carry on to next week because we missed last week. So we're going to pick up the pace, and y'all are going to get 2 weeks in a row.
very heavy duty, very sexual, very heavy duty.
And we have a lot of good topics. You had something about Under Armour and Major League Baseball, a little bit of Tiger Woods mixed in there.
Yeah, some sports
What's
topics.
Tiger Woods doing?
There's one on here, pizza cones, and I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, God,
do
look
we need,
it up.
Do we need to close on that one?
Yeah,
All
look it up.
Close it out on
Wait, I'd like to make an announcement.
No.
It's pretty special.
Yeah?
Get on it. Get on it.
Can I say?
Are you having a child?
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
For real?
Yeah.
Are you
Get
really?
out!
July 7th.
No!
I swear to God.
Yeah, buddy!
I was totally kidding. I stole your thunder.
Nice.
Motherfucker.
Congrats. He's joining the club. Now, was this a oops, baby?
No babies and oops, baby.
You can't ask that.
I did, because this is my show.
Now, did you not mean to have this child so when it's born it can listen to this and know that you made a mistake?
By then this will be long gone in the
It will never exist. But no, congratulations, buddy. Your
Thank
boys can swim. All right.
Well, yeah. We're going to have get all our kids together.
Very happy day.
In the shed. And let Uncle Mike teach them
the ways
about all the things
ways.
that matter in life. Well, that's
Sounds
really
like we're
exciting.
to have a baby shower.
That's really
The
exciting.
man way.
I don't think we're going to talk about anything else after that. That's
No,
we're not gonna.
I think
That's
we're gonna.
that's
We gotta. Yeah, no, we're gonna close it out with that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, great.
Congratulations,
Just
dude.
close it out with that. That's great.
Very good. We're gonna do a quick run through. So this Saturday, we are back in Salisbury, Maryland, at Roadie Joe's.
I'd like to announce the baby at Salisbury.
Okay, are you going to come
Are
to
you
the show?
coming to the show?
Yeah, I'm gonna come there. I'm gonna announce it the last 2 minutes.
You should probably come because you're not going to get to a whole lot more
Yeah,
shows
no.
after July.
that happens, you're done. You're done.
Fuck
with
you.
that.
Fuck you.
We're
guys.
just being honest.
Look,
is
we're
all.
there. I got a
guys.
2-year-old. He's got a 1.5-year-old.
Another one on the way, man. I got a little girl
Eric's
coming in
got
March.
another one on the way.
I have a little girl.
And I have a
Well, I'm a newbie.
right.
All
And
right.
I have a divorce on the way. So,
Well,
we're all
we told you that.
right. So we're all somewhere different.
So when I at my bachelor party, the strippers told me that they do divorce parties too. So just let me know and I'll call them up.
Oh, did you? Was that the time that you took the opportunity to sit them down and tell them in college that you had some creepy 24-hour porn emporium where you just taped your eyes open and watched porn for fucking 6 days straight, and then couldn't stop looking at girls?
By the
and
way,
in a fucking
by the
way
way,
that made them feel like
Scotch.
meat.
By the way, Scotch tape doesn't work for that. You got to use the duct tape.
To keep your eyes open.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Roadie Joe's this Saturday. We have the headliner, Mr. Danny Charnley. We have Samantha Kelly is featuring. The special guest John Goodwin, who is fantastic with his dirty Christmas songs, which I'm really excited for. I haven't heard him in a couple years.
'Tis the season.
It is. 'Tis the season. And then some asshole called Stefan
Subotic, you
Subotic.
fucking retard.
He's guest hosting that show. He emailed me one day, so I
He'll
told
be
him
late.
I'd give him. He will be late. And then we're back at Kissling's, but that's not until January.
Yeah, I have a couple shows.
Yeah.
In between.
Throw them out there. Do you remember what they are?
Yeah, I'll be at Riley's Oyster
Bar
in Mount Vernon. Huh?
Riley's Oyster Bar
and Grill.
Thank you for
and
coming.
grill.
We appreciate it. Thanks for.
Yeah, that's in
Riley's
filling
Oyster
that
Bar.
gap.
That's in Mount Vernon on the 15th. Tom, you should come to that show.
He's headlining.
Headlining that show.
Big boy.
I can make that.
Yeah, you should. It'd be fun. And then I have another show I'm headlining in Damascus. I forgot the name of the place.
Where the fuck?
but
Oh, that's
that's on the
close to me.
23rd. Is it?
Yeah.
We should come to that too.
I'll
Yeah,
come
real
to-
close.
Real
what's
close.
What's in Damascus?
The comedy club.
Nothing.
Really? What's it called?
I forgot.
It's called.
I have another
It's
show.
Montgomery County.
I have
right?
another show between
Yeah.
now and then, so I'll find that out. And then
Yeah, I'll figure
announce
it out.
More importantly, you're having a baby.
I know.
That's
I'm
so
having a baby.
cool.
Don't know the sex yet.
We're so on. Are you gonna find out, or are you gonna wait?
Bro, we're gonna find out as soon as we
waited.
can.
That's-
Probably in like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I
that's
waited.
how I am. I'm
We'll
like,
find out
it's
in 2
already enough of a freaking crazy lifestyle
Yeah,
change,
yeah.
but you know, it's
It's
like I
the
need
last
a little
great
bit of.
surprise, guys. We waited. It's the last great surprise in life.
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't need any more surprises after that.
Well, can we turn all the lights off and just have the Pink Floyd side light us while we sit here? Is that okay?
Sure.
Tom, you're having a baby.
I can't believe that.
Why? Am
Not
I
in a
unfit to
bad
be
way.
a father?
No. It's just
exciting.
we're all growing up.
I know, it's
We're
crazy.
all growing up.
I'm so glad.
My sperm works. It's great.
They do. And I think all those years you were just like, you're wondering, do
Just
they
like
work?
pulling
Am
out
I being,
and
yeah, am I
shitting
being
everywhere,
safe
yeah.
just, for nothing? Or,
Well,
is there
you
a
know what?
reason?
Our whole sucking a dick for money conversation amped up a little bit.
Yeah,
for you.
I know, and the
Now,
whole time
you
you're
really
talking
got
about
to
this,
thinking hard about that.
I'm, in the back of my head, I'm still like, no, but maybe.
Now
So
you've
wait,
got
so
a
you guys are
family
at
to
what,
think
week 18?
No, 10.
Oh, okay. Wait, you don't find out the sex until like week 20.
No, you can find out about around 12.
12, like Big 12, like our nickname.
Big.
You're right.
12
You are
millimeters.
correct on that because they can do the special tests. We usually waited until
Couple $100, well worth it.
It's well worth it.
What a
so you can get the
surprise.
right wall paint for the baby's room.
And how big should my shotgun be? I don't know.
Oh, I've got multiple guns because I have 2 girls now. So
Yeah. So
yeah, that's how
He's
that
also
rolls.
a hick.
And I'm a
He's from Iowa.
redneck. All right, so everybody, thanks for listening, and we want to hit 1,000 followers on Facebook by the
Yes.
end of the year. We're at 930, I think.
We're at
929.
999, and your vote could be the next
the
one.
next
So
one.
please do it.
And follow us on Twitter at Big Timing Comedy, and we're also on Instagram at Big Timing Comedy. And don't forget our crowdfund page. Become a patron. Help us keep building our little empire here and making the quality better for your ears.
And
Ears.
And congratulations again, Tom.
Congratulations,
We thank
Tom.
you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
Very
for
honored that
thank
you,
you.
that
Thank
you
you for
agreed
doing
to
it
that.
doing it on our show. We are
Yeah, man.
honored.
Yeah, this was
Very cool.
the first time I told anyone.
Hell
so.
yeah, man.
That's a good place to announce it.
That is.
Literally 5 people are going to know.
The second,
5
that's the
people.
second baby announcement we've made on our very short podcast we've had here.
So Eric
gonna
didn't
be
know?
saved.
Eric didn't know?
Who?
Frazier? Eric Frazier didn't know?
Eric Frazier did not know.
He's gonna find out tonight.
My
He's gonna
family
know.
knew, and that's it.
Damn.
And I mean my very small family, not my giant 40 people.
That's
70
awesome.
people.
I just feel so privileged.
So
Thank you.
honored. So honored. High fives.
It still
High
works.
fives getting
It
flung
still
around.
works.
Hey,
fellas.
and remember, we're back next week, folks.
Next
There's
week.
it's not a 2-week
And
layoff.
we're going to
back
try
next
not
week.
to be late. It all depends on Stefan.
It's going to
and,
depend on me.
His punctuation.
If you could just leave with "Blame It on the Rain" by Milli Vanilli, Mike, that would be Blame it on the rain. Yeah. All right, loyal listeners. See you next week.
A likely
we love
story.
you. Thank you.
I'll be stoned for Christmas if I find some weed. I don't grow my man's dried roll and says it might be 2 weeks. Christmas Eve will find me smiling as I sleep. I'll be stoned for Christmas, 'cause Denver flights were cheap.